hello.
Hello.
So this has been our world for like 20 minutes. Ramon can't find the remote that controls his lights. And he had him this morning. We were talking this morning.
I've not been out of this room. I watched Don't Look Up. And I sat right here. And I turned the lights down and I put it on my table and it's gone.
I bet it's like in the fridge or something when you grab some milk.
It's probably
we can still
right.
See it. You look good. You look
yeah,
clear.
thanks.
You look fine.
No, it's not that. It's just
the principle.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Don't tell me it's right in front of you the whole freaking time. Was it right there?
No, but
oh, okay.
That's just not cricket, mate. Like, that's just like weird. Like, cause bro, I haven't moved. We had a live chat earlier on, yeah.
Yeah.
And
did you turn that other light off?
No, I turned it down a bit. Should I turn it back up?
Yeah, just a little bit. You're a little dark. You have to do it the old-fashioned way.
That's gonna have to do. I don't care.
All right, that works. That works.
Like, so I haven't moved from here.
So you watched Don't Look Up?
Yeah, I came off the chat off with you earlier. Pardon me, excuse me. Wait up. Let me just because I've just gone live on my channel as well. So this should hopefully be going on my channel as well at the same time. I'm just testing it to see if it works. Oh,
really?
Well, it says that it works, but it's blank, so it hasn't worked. So that's good. That's really positive. That's made me happy that it hasn't worked. Yeah, that's good. That's made me really happy. Okay, so I'll just stick with this. We'll do that next time. Yeah, I don't know. We was on our chat earlier, on here. I was sitting here and I thought, you know what? I'll watch Don't Look Up because I've not seen it yet. Turned the lights down a little bit. Just put it on the table like I always do. And it's not there.
You're going to find it in the weirdest spot. I know.
Oh, my God, you man, mother.
Is it? Was that right? Where'd you find it? By your foot? Where is it, Ramon? What is that? Is that it? Is it? Oh, it was in the box. It was in the box. What's in the box?
What's in the
box? Oh, man.
That stressed me out.
I'm going to go look up your YouTube channel. You said we're supposed to be live on yours as well?
No. It cut off. So let me just go live on it again now. So if you just bear with me, I'll send the live to it now. And then it... one momento. I mean, what's going on in the world? Seriously.
See, like, this is what I'm like when I have tech problems. It stresses you out, doesn't it?
No.
It stresses me the hell out.
No, it doesn't stress me out at all.
Oh, no. I'm going to go back. I'm going to record. I'm going to screen grab when you found the box and that scream, that turmoil scream you made. And I'm going to put that on a loop for you.
That didn't stress me out.
Everything's
at all. Right, I'm going to go.
Woosah.
Yes. Woosah to that. So if you go onto mine now, let's see if it goes.
Friday Night Live right here.
Right. Okay. So if I go full screen on my thing, it should now be full screen, and I can just leave that now. There you go.
Yeah, it says it's only 11 seconds long, and it's black.
It's an older one. That might be the one I did just now, so it should be going again live now.
Up next in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
We'll see, won't we?
Yeah, here we are. I see us.
Yeah, so
cool.
We'll just leave that recording and just see what happens. Oh, cool. Right. So
what's going on, man?
How are things? You good?
Yeah, we're good. I'm still snowed in. Everybody in my neighborhood, I think, has tried to leave their house, and I think 90% of them have been unsuccessful.
Well,
They're
this is what happens.
people out there with shovels and trucks and jeeps, all trying to pull each other out. So, how about, do you get
Anything?
snow?
Yeah,
Got
we
any
get
snow?
snow, not as bad. We've not had it for a few years. Like we get little bits, but we've not had like snow, like like a proper snow. We've not had that for a long, long time. We used to get it quite a lot, but global warming and all that, I guess.
Global warming.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I don't know. That's just what people say, innit, on the news. They go, "Oh, global warming and that. It's gonna get colder, longer winter nights, the end of the world, end times."
Right.
I'm like,
And
yeah,
then
but
when it
we're only
doesn't
getting
happen,
snow.
it's global warming.
Global warming, mate. Global
Yeah.
warming, Greenpeace, and all of that.
You gotta love when Trump when Trump was like doing a speech or something. It was cold
My
outside.
legend.
He's like, oh, I wish I could get some of that global warming right now. Where is that global warming at? It's
Exactly.
Like, oh, dude,
See,
you're right.
he knows
He's a
what he's
stand-up
talking
comedian.
He knows what he's talking about. Trump. He knows. He's got it locked down. He's got it locked down. But no, I just watched. After we were talking, I watched Don't Look Up. I thought it was okay. It's a different kind of film, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. So you thought it was just okay? Tell me, you just got done watching Don't Look Up, right?
I think maybe I just wasn't in the right frame of mind for it. Really, I don't know.
Fair.
I think it might have gone a bit over. Yeah, I don't think I was in the right frame of mind for it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was very funny, but I think some of it might have gone over my head because it's a 2.5-hour movie. I just don't think I was in the right mindset. So, but no, still, it was good. It was good. I bet you love it, didn't you?
The reason why I'm curious about your reaction is because when I first saw it, my review for it was mixed. I was like, I don't know if I like this movie or not. And over time, I have grown to enjoy the movie more. And that's what I thought would happen in my review. I thought, okay, this is one of those movies that the more I think about it, the more I might like it or the more I might hate it. And I'm not sure which one.
I think the underlying message is good. Like, it's kind of people are out there saying what the world is like and what's happening, and no one seems to sort of take note. They're more concerned about taking photos and, hey, how many likes can I get and how many?
Right.
And I think it was quite smart because you could see the whole movie. Caprio just wanted to explode.
Oh,
the whole movie was like
most of it, yeah.
Good performances though, very funny. Jonah Hill, like, I just wanted to punch him in the face because he was so patronizing. But that's what was good about it. No, good. It was a good film. I think I just need to be in the right frame of mind if I watch it again. That's all.
Gotcha. Well, and that's one of those things that it's one of those movies that I've only watched it once, and I think if I watch it again, I'm going to like it a lot more because I know the more I think about it, the more I enjoy the concept and the premise of it, and all that fun stuff. So I think it's going to be more enjoyable for me. And it's rewatchability. So hold on, let me move my camera a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh
yeah. See, we have a comment in the comment section below. Joshua Millette, what's up, fellas? Happy Friday. Are you stuck in the snow there, buddy? Also Joshua, yeah, I'm with Ramon. 2.5-hour movie. I'm out. I don't want to have a drink. I don't want to have to drink a Red Bull before. Okay, this is coming from a guy that hates movies. So, like, your opinion on movies, and like, I love that you watched it.
No, you can't stop. No.
I love that you watched it. No, Ramon, you don't know this guy. This guy's never
like
even
me and Josh.
Listen, this guy's never seen Forrest Gump. This
years.
guy's never seen The Goonies. This guy's never seen any movie ever.
Me and Josh used to go to school. We go way back. I remember when we were toddlers. I remember we were little uns. We used to play in the backyard and all that baseball. Me and him, we go way back. We're like that.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure you are. All right,
USA.
And I'm proud to be an American.
America.
Oh, geez. So where were you last night, man? I was on Rudy's chat for his live stream. I thought you were going to be there. I thought we were going to
I
start
was
some
going to
shit.
jump on, but no, I was going to, but he said he's doing it regular, so I will jump on next time and cause drama because that's just me. It's like it's all part of the fun, isn't it? It's all part of the fun.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. Here we are. We're live.
The hot boys are here.
Yeah.
All right, I've got one for you. I've RoboCop or Terminator. What's a better movie and why? You're gonna tell me you ain't seen RoboCop?
No, I know RoboCop.
I'm just saying.
I love RoboCop. I'm
saying.
See, I'm not a quick trigger reaction guy, man. Like I need to think.
It's film trigger. You What film do you like? Well, like this film.
I gotta load the gun first. I would have to say definitely Terminator for sure. Just mainly just for quality and story wise, like I love RoboCop. The first one is magnificent. But when it comes to like remembering everything about the movies, like I remember pretty much most of everything of Terminator, every single one of the movies, all of them. But I can only remember bits and pieces of RoboCop. So
that's a shameful thing to say. You need to rewatch it then.
Why you busting my balls, man? It's a shameful thing to think. Because my opinion doesn't match yours. Because my opinion doesn't match yours.
It's not that. There's certain movies that they should just be like. There's just certain movies, man, that are just like they're there. They're just there. Like Terminator's one of them. RoboCop's another, and it's. I love both of them equally. I couldn't really. I'd say Terminator. Yeah, you're right. Terminator is the better story, like the overall as a movie, but I think both of them are still. I've just seen them so many times. I've just watched them both so many times. I've just love them both. Both got great music as well. I know we always go on about our soundtracks, but both of them have got.
Now, if you ask younger me, I believe that I believe younger me would probably say RoboCop.
Into what, music wise or the film?
The film.
I think it's difficult. I think they're very, very close, but I think I don't know to be honest, because they're both. I just think they're both.
You asked me
very, very
me for thinking about it, and you don't know. You don't know. Boo this man.
That's why it's a good question. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been waiting to press that button.
Yeah, I bet you have.
Well, I got new bells and whistles, man. I worked hard for this. Let's see here. Josh says
I'll add both of those to my list of. No.
Somebody's calling. Hold on, Josh. This will be our first caller. Okay. I gotta remember how to answer it. Shit.
Press OK. Like pick up the phone.
I got it.
It's John.
Hello.
Hello, is this thing on?
Yes.
Hey, what's up, Stevie?
Who is this?
Oh, this is Aaron.
Aaron White.
I've never heard my voice before.
Aaron White, our first caller. This is awesome, dude. Can you hear us well? Ramon, say something.
Hey, baby.
Oh, don't be an asshole. Say something.
Something.
Yeah,
Aaron.
I can. Yes, I can hear it.
That's awesome.
Hey, it works.
It works. It's alive. Aaron White is our very first caller. How you doing, man?
Oh, good.
Good. Awesome, dude. So you're out in California, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a little after 9 here, so.
Oh, 9 a.m. Gosh, it's 9. Yeah. So it's almost 6:30 p.m. where Ramon's at.
Yeah.
Wow, so I can.
It's 5:30. 5:30.
You're talking into the past.
Yes. We are a time machine here, sir. It's going, dude. Where do you find? Okay, so you if you don't mind me saying, I won't say the name of the restaurant, but you're a restaurant manager, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you find the time to watch all the movies that you watch? Because I ran restaurants for years, and like you were on top of it, man.
Most of them are all from way back. I haven't had any new recent stuff for a very long time because yeah, kind of small.
So you work? Do you work third shift?
I work vary, but yeah, I work 10-hour days, so that pretty much takes up a chunk, and then whatever sleep I get.
Dude, it's so crazy to hear to do this call thing. It's so awesome to hear your voice, dude. I'm so glad it works. I'm so happy this works. So do you have any questions for us, Aaron White?
Sure. Yeah. Long time listener, first time caller. It works. You're snowed in?
Oh yeah, we're snowed in. You're probably outside for a jog on a nice warm winter day out in California, huh?
60s, but yeah.
Oh, 60. God, would I love to be out in the 60s, man. It's like 20 degrees here, 25 degrees. We're snowed in. Everybody in my neighborhood keeps trying to leave, and they keep sucking at it. So
yeah, I'm cool on that.
Well, Ramon's used to the cold weather. Ramon, it's like cold every day, all the time.
Every day. Yeah, all the time. It's lovely. I love it so much. It's so wonderful.
You know, I was looking up tickets, man. You know, it's like $745 to come hang out with me, Ramon.
Yeah, but then if I go there, you know what Americans are like, though, don't you? Americans are a bit weird, aren't they? Americans are a bit weird in that, aren't they? If I come over there, I'll end up with like an American woman and all of that.
American, okay?
Yeah, see?
I think all humans are weird, bro. Every single one of us are weird.
Yeah.
We just have our own cultural differences of weirdness. So, all right, what are you up to today, Aaron? Do you work today?
I do, but I just wanted to warm up your machine system for you.
Dude, that's so good. Ramon, can you hear him clearly?
Perfectly. He sounds handsome.
Perfectly.
He sounds amazing.
How weird is this that we live in a world where we have a guy in California calling a guy in Ohio, and we're talking to a guy in London? Like, this is insane. I love technology. This is fantastic, man. All right, Aaron, I do have one question for you before we let you go, buddy.
Name it.
RoboCop or Terminator, and why?
I'm gonna have to go Terminator in this one. Why? I know it's one of those things. Maybe it's because it's the one that gets there first. I thought Terminator first.
Yeah.
I actually prefer T1 over T2. I'm sure that's a discussion for some of the time, but
yeah, that is a good discussion. We'll probably chat about it here afterwards. Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen them both, and yeah, I'm gonna have to pick Terminator on that one.
All right, see, Ramon hassled me for not knowing which one to pick at first. I chose Terminator like you, and then Ramon has yet to answer if he chose RoboCop or Terminator.
Because younger you would pick RoboCop.
Right, I said younger me would pick RoboCop, but me now would pick Terminator for sure.
Nah.
Don't point at me.
That's a cop out. All right,
That's
then.
not a cop out.
Me today, I'll pick Terminator, but older me will pick RoboCop. So I picked them both, haven't I?
Don't be a sassy little son of a bitch. I'm tired of your stuff already.
Yeah, go on, you're gonna push one of your buttons. I see what you can do. Look, you're getting rid of one of your buttons. Nah, forget it, mate.
Joshua Millette types in. He says you sound as excited as Alexander Graham Bell when he invented the damn thing, talking about the phone system. Yeah, you're damn right I am, dude. Josh, if you only knew, Ramon, how long have I been working on getting this phone system to work?
No
2009.
Yeah, no, it's literally been about a month. I've been ordering adapters and they haven't worked. Ramon's heard me bitch and all these things. So like, yeah, I'm just so excited that it works. And Aaron White, thank you so much for being our first caller, man. I appreciate you, brother. We're gonna let you go. Have a good day at work, man. I appreciate it. All right, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah. It's my Wednesday. So.
Oh, happy Wednesday.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
There it was, our first caller.
Cool.
That was awesome.
Salute to Aaron.
For did okay.
This
is like random letters all about.
Yeah. Our first caller. So he should be like when we have a calendar done, when we're like massive and famous, he should be like on the front of the calendar, like dressed as a bunny rabbit.
Just. Oh,
I
have
thought
you
that's what
seen?
we decided, though.
Have you seen A Christmas Story yet?
No. Why would I?
Okay,
be
well,
watching
because the
that?
kid
It's
dresses as a
January.
bunny rabbit in that, so I was wondering.
I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it now, do I?
Nope, that's spoiler alert right there.
That's the whole movie, is it? Just that?
Yeah, it's him and the bunny rabbit. No, it's a very.
It's the whole
comedic
movie.
thing.
It's done.
Josh says I'll add both to my list to watch. Oh God, that's an endless list.
I know.
Hey Ramon, if you're gonna give a guy who watches minimal to no movies, he's a busy dude. He's Family Guy,
Yeah.
has focuses on that stuff. If you were to give him one movie to watch, what, like, say he had one movie to watch, that's it. What movie would you tell him to watch?
How long? What time wise does he have? Because there's a difference. You could say a movie that's 4 hours long. You could say a movie that's 90
just
minutes
any
long.
movie. He has one day to watch a movie. What movie do you tell him to watch?
Just for feel good factor and kicks and laughs, I'd say Die Hard. That's probably what I'd go with because it's guaranteed.
He may have seen that one. That might be one he's seen. I don't know. Maybe not.
Predator.
Predator. You like those action-packed movies,
bro? That movie, Predator, is amazing. Predator. You're gonna say, "Oh, you don't know? Don't you dare!"
No, I like Predator.
Yes, Stephen.
I like Predator. We talked about Predator 2 days ago, man.
But I drink a lot.
Aw, this is gonna be we're all gonna gather around and try to save Ramon today. This is an intervention, Ramon. Surprise! Oh yeah,
Wow.
See, I know it. He has seen Die Hard. He's seen the one with Samuel Jackson.
He's
never seen the first one.
Yeah.
He's never seen the first one. Dude, Die Hard with a Vengeance was awesome. It's the one that got me into the Die Hard series. Because I never saw Die Hard before I was 13.
Oh wow.
So yes, sir.
What are the plans for the plans for the weekend? You got stuff you want to watch, things you're gonna do? What's happening?
Who, me? I don't know, man. What is today? Today's Friday. I don't have any gigs. No, I don't have any plans, man. Nothing major. Besides clean the house, do laundry, and all that stuff. How about yourself?
Watch loads of horror movies. I've got to watch All Hallows Eve and Terrifier.
You haven't seen Terrifier yet?
No, because All Hallows Eve is like the first one, isn't it? There's two of them. So All Hallows Eve introduces whoever the villain is, the clown-looking dude. I don't know who that is.
Does he really?
Terrifier. So yeah, All Hallows Eve. Yeah, it's the first one. Yeah. So I've not seen either. So I'm going to do one for next Thursday, and then the week after will be Terrifier. So like each Thursday, I've got
I never heard that.
Yeah. See, didn't know that, did you? Is Terrifier a good movie? Because it's always on people's lists, and I've not seen it.
It's a good slasher. I don't really know if it's good for its jump scares. I can't quite remember that part of it because I think I was having a few beers when I was drinking it. But it is a good slasher film. I do remember that.
Yeah, it's just been on my list for a long time, and I should have seen it really, but I've just never got around to it. What else is there I've got to watch? I'm doing a couple of James Bond movies next month, so got Dr. No, which is next Friday. The week after, I think, is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The week after that is Goldfinger. The week after that is another one. All Hallows Eve. Yeah, so
it says versus the Terrifier. Okay, is All Hallows Eve a prequel?
Because basically it's got the same incorporate. Yeah, so there you go.
Okay, so it incorporates the shots from the 2008 short film The Ninth Circle, as well as 2011 film Terrifier, both of which were directed by Leon and featured Art the Clown. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so I'll have to.
Okay, yeah, so it is loosely tied in. All right, I never knew that, man.
Yeah, so I only knew just because All Hallows Eve. People, it's just one of those.
Look at this guy. He's now seen every movie. He's now seen every movie that we talk about. All right.
If it's messed up, that means I'm gonna like it. Yeah.
He just came. So, I think Josh just came on here just to prove me wrong today.
See, yeah. I've seen that one. I've seen that one. I've seen that one.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, so,
he's like, oh, that one. Oh, yeah. That whole movie that Ramon made. Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah. I haven't
I
seen
haven't
all the
seen
cult
all the
classics. But
cult
I've seen random.
classics, but I've seen random shit like Terrifier 2 will be out this year sometime.
So that's why it's perfect for me to get into them now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the only thing about
and there's
Terrifier, sorry, go ahead, Ramon. Sorry.
there's quite a few like Korean movies I want to watch as well, because like I'll be honest with you, we both like horror movies, and I don't think the American market and the British market are like, we have a few good horror movies, but we don't really have. We always talk about it, we need more decent slashers. So as I say, I end up watching Korean horror movies and stuff like that because they come out with some great movies, like different ideas and just things that you would expect from a Western market, and they just do their own thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen Train to Busan? Have we spoken about that?
I don't think so.
Train to Busan. Oh, dude, you've got to put that on your list. That movie is incredible.
What's
Train
it
to
called?
Busan is
Pus-
Train to Busan. Train and then two Busan.
Busan.
It's
Okay, I thought you were saying Busan, like a P.
yeah, Busan. It's a zombie movie, and it's just great. It's great. It's so good. Have you seen 28 Days Later?
Oh yeah.
Right, it's that kind of a vibe movie. It's that sort of, but it's just so good, so
Well,
good.
the cool thing
And,
about 28 Days Later is like that was originally like the whole concept of The Walking Dead. I mean that was it was made from the comic book The Walking Dead. That's why that's like the whole story is just based off of that. Before they made the show The Walking Dead.
I watched the first one again the other day. I think it was last week when we would just like finished a stream, and I watched the first one again, and really great movie. But Train to Busan is fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it says here, a man, Gong Yu, and his estranged daughter and other passengers become trapped on a speeding train during zombie outbreak. Oh, it's like snakes on a train, or snakes on a plane, but zombies in a train.
But it's more serious than snakes on a plane. It's
like you can't get more serious than snakes on a plane, man.
No, but I mean serious. It's not like funny, not really. It's quite sick.
I've never seen Snakes on a Plane, so I really have no idea what that movie is.
Oh, that film's amazing. That's amazing. I love that movie. I love that movie. It's so stupid.
It's one of those movies that you have to know it's going to be stupid to watch it. So.
Yeah. But no, I do. I watch a lot of. I'm going to do a watch along as well of or a reaction to, because I've not seen them in years. The movies that come out, The Grudge, which came out probably 10 years ago. Like the originals were, I think it's either Japanese or Korean, and I've still got them on DVD. And I remember getting them on import years ago, like 2004, 2005, and they scared the living F out of me. I think as well, when you watch horror movies, when it's not in a bad way, it's foreign actors and it's subtitles. It's not like you're watching Brad Pitt, or you feel comfortable, in other words, like know the actors. When it's like Korean actors, like, oh, I don't know this guy, I don't know this. So you're kind of drawing in a little bit more. And when there's fear there, you've got no attachment to any of the actors or anything. So to me, it makes it more scary. And like Ju-on, which is The Grudge, the original, is just terrifying. And Ringu, which is The Ring. The originals are just.
See, I was about to bring that up
horrifying
because I always think about I always get Grudge and Ring mixed up.
They're similar.
Like in my head, I get them mixed up.
Yeah.
But the only thing that separates them is that I do remember the Ring, like I remember the plot of the Ring, but I do not remember the plot of the Grudge. So that's the only thing. That's the only separation I can have.
It's the first Grudge movie is a very good movie.
Bunny.
The second one is the one. Hi, Bunny. The second Grudge, Ju-on 2. Just, this is how sad I am, bro. I know how we are with like music and films. I went up Chinatown in London, and I was asking no one speaks English there, and I'm gone in all these places like it's called Ju-on, and they're like and they showed me the import, and I was like, yeah, that's it. And there's subtitles, and they've gone, yeah, subtitles. Like, right, cool. And I came home and watched it that night, and I swear to God, I was so scared. I was so scared, but it was worth every second of it, because you don't as I say, necessarily get that from too many Western movies now. We have the odd movie that comes out, but we never really get enough good horror movies. You know what I mean? But I just remember one sequence in the second one is a woman who's pregnant and she's laying in to have the scan, the baby scan, and there's this little devil child that's following her around, and you see the baby stroking her belly from the outside, and it scared the out of me. Like, she's just honest. No one else can see it, but the camera goes round, and there's this little demon child just stroking her belly. I'm like, nah.
See, that stuff is like hit or miss for me, man. Like I get freaked out by stuff like The Exorcist and things like this. There was that one that Anthony Hopkins was in where he played a priest. I cannot remember the name of that one. Boom.
The Right.
Yeah, that movie was one of the last movies that legitimately freaked me out. You know, like made me think after the movie was off, like, what the hell was that noise? You know, like not many movies do that to me, and that The Right was the last one to do that for me. That was such a good movie. Like, but I get so exhausted with these movies like The Conjuring, you know,
Annabelle. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Annabelle. Like, they have potential, they really do, but you know, I just get we talked about this the other day. I just get so exhausted of scary things happening because they're supposed to be scary. You know, there's no meaning behind it. There's no real anything. It's just people just having a creature run at you and it looks like a wolf and then it disappears in smoke. Why? Because it looks good on camera. You know, I don't like this.
That's what this is what I'm saying. This is why there was one I watched a while back, a Polish one someone was going on about, and I just thought, oh yeah, I'll watch it. I can't remember what it was now. It was about I think it was like in France there's like tombs and stuff under Paris of, you know, thousands and thousands of dead bodies. It's a horror movie based in there. It's like one of the found footage ones, but again, it was a Polish film, and because I didn't know nothing about it, that's what I mean. Because I don't know the actors, I don't know anything about it. I just literally watching it blind. I just get more invested into that sort of stuff, you know, because it just scares me more rather than, like you say, The Conjuring that are good, but no, I'll go with all the others. Like, there's so many good horrors out there, but again, it's just not the Western movies.
Is there a horror movie you're looking forward to the most coming out that hasn't come out yet?
This year, I would probably say commercially, it's got to be the Halloween, just because it's Halloween. And I wasn't as big of a fan as most people with the last Halloween, but it's Halloween, so you have to have some sort of hope for it just because of what it is.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people are
other ones.
Sorry, I've heard some people speculate that they feel like, or maybe it was Rudy who said this on his live stream last night, but somebody said that they feel like Halloween Dies, which is the next one coming out, right? Was supposed
Halloween
to be like,
Ends, yeah.
Oh, Halloween Ends. That was supposed to be a one-off movie, but they decided to make it a trilogy, so they made these other two pieces of crap before it. You know, that's what
the 2018 one.
I don't mind either one of them. I don't think either one of them are spectacular. I don't think either one of them are god awful. You know, I think
they're kind of. I think I prefer 2018. Let Me In. See, that's another one. That's a great film. Have you seen that, Stevie?
Hold on. It sounds familiar. Let me look it up.
Let Me In is about a little girl. It's just got a little girl and a little boy in it, and she lives in a block. He lives in a block of flats.
I haven't seen it. That looks familiar.
That's scary. And the remake has got Grace Moretz in the remake.
Oh, so is this the remake? Because this is
that's the remake.
That's 2010. So is that the remake?
Yeah, that's the remake. Yeah, the original's Swedish movie. It's I think it's Swedish. Let the Right One In is the original, and Let Me In is the remake. But they're both very good movies.
Okay, I got you. See, Josh says speaking. Losing control here. Josh says, speaking of horror, foreign horror stuff, we have. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Let Me In. Never mind.
Yeah, let the right.
That was a coincidence that we were. All right, Josh. Well, you were ahead on that one.
I'd say as well. Do you know what was
coming up? And then we started talking about that. I had no idea that those two conversations would correlate.
I tell you what, it was surprisingly good. Is I really enjoyed the Scream movie, and I only went to see it because obviously doing a review for the channel and everything, and nostalgia reasons and all that. I've never been like a hardcore fan of Scream like you. They're okay, and I went to watch that at the theater, and I loved Scream 5. I had such a good time. I had such a good time. It was just a slasher. It's just like a typical Scream movie, but that was a surprise for me. I really enjoyed that.
Well,
There is a few coming out.
Scream 6.
I know.
Right here. It's been.
I'm
it's
down
been
for that,
announced.
bro. I'm down for that.
I do need to go see Scream.
It is good. It's a good film.
I want to go with somebody though. I don't want to go by myself.
You get scared.
Yeah, I get scared. I need a pretty lady to jump onto when I get.
Oh,
freaked out.
give me all that. Give me all that. That's such a lame excuse.
What are you talking? No, I'm just so scared.
I would never take a woman to see a horror movie just to get the lady, mate. I'm more interested in the film. I don't care, mate.
Oh, dude, come on,
important.
You should know me better than that. You should know that I'd be totally into the movie, but oh man, did you see?
And Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well coming out next month. But again,
you haven't been excited about that. You haven't been excited.
No, but it's no. I'm just saying in terms of horror movies that are coming out. I wasn't excited for Scream. Again, I hope. I want to come on here and you just absolutely rip me and say, you said it was going to be rubbish. What was it like? Oh, it was amazing. I want to come on and say that. I want to be wrong. I want it to be a good film, but I've just got this feeling. I've just got this feeling.
Did you see that thing? I sent it to you late last night. Here, let me look it up on the Movie and Entertainment Talk. I saw this meme and I just immediately thought of you. As soon as it loads up here, there we go. I'll bring this up.
What we got here then? Eh? Oh yeah. That's just. Do you know what? I still think that's one of the worst decisions I've seen in, just to have a scene. Even in a very very low quality photo, you can see that he doesn't fit in that photo. Even in a low quality fit picture,
you're right. I didn't really study it, but something does look odd about that photo.
It doesn't look like he's supposed to fit. It doesn't fit there like he's been put there.
What kind of field? What kind of field is that? What field is he in? What is that?
It looks like it's a not poppy or opium field, is it? They look like what opium comes out of.
Do they?
Yeah, I think so.
Or the poppies.
No wonder he's out of his nut all the time. Sitting in a field of flipping opium.
Let's gonna sit here and take a shit right here.
That's what I'm saying. He probably thinks he's chasing Freddy Krueger, but it ain't his kids. Poor guy.
He thinks everybody's wearing his face, so that's
what I'm saying.
He just tries to get it back. That's it. That's his entire concept. Oh,
I actually had a pleasant surprise. I actually had a pleasant surprise yesterday. I was talking to one of my cousins, and he likes horror, but we've not really had the discussion. And I was saying he asked me the same thing about films this year. Any horror films? He goes, you know what? He goes, I watched this film the other day. It was brilliant. He goes, you heard of The Devil's Rejects? Oh. And I was like, what? I was like, you liked it? He goes, it was amazing. He goes, I just ordered House of a Thousand Corpses and Free from Hell. I was like, I just went up to him and I was like, cousin, good boy. Finally.
I still have not seen 3 from Hell.
It's not as good as the others.
That's why I haven't seen it. Like I just want to leave it where it's at right now. Like to me,
yeah.
To me,
I still love
Devil's Rejects was a good ending. You know, it's a good ending to that story. You know, and then everything surrounded by Sid Haig passing away, the movie not doing all that well. You know, it's just I kind of just want to stay away from it. You know what I mean?
I still loved it just because of seeing Baby Firefly and Otis Mosley in it. Like, she just goes on a rampage and she's just great. It's just her with a machete or a bow and arrow. I'm happy. Bless you, my son. Bless you.
Thanks.
Christ will compel you. Eh?
I need an old priest and a young priest. Yeah, we got this here. Here's a new little look at Penguin.
Oh yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can tell-
you talking about John? Okay, I thought you were talking about
yeah, I
Penguin.
like him.
Oh yeah, main Penguin. We go way back. Yeah. Oh, there's all three of
Oh
them.
yeah,
There's
Pattinson.
Pattinson. Thank you. Yeah, there he is. The closer this movie gets, the more excited I am about it. I really am. You not so
I am,
much.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I think it will be good, but I just don't want to get too excited because like the hype is huge. Like it's going to be the best Batman ever, and I've learned not to sort of, with something I want to see, I've learned not to sort of get too invested because majority of the times we never get that. I think the only time truly in the last few years I've gone to the theatre and seen a movie and come out and been like, wow, was Infinity War that deserved that hype. I think a lot of movies have been really good, but not really living up to the, oh my God, this is going to be the best movie ever.
Yeah, the marketing, Warner Brothers is doing really good with the marketing on this.
Yeah, that's a cool poster as well.
It is. You know, the only thing I was thinking about it, the only thing that bugs me about the Riddler is the fact that his hood is leather. I think that's that's what bugs me the most. If it wasn't leather, if it was cloth, this outfit would look way better to me.
Probably, yeah.
Or like a canvas or something. Well, canvas would be more confused with Scarecrow, but yeah, the fact that it's leather just doesn't do it for me, man. It looks uncomfortable.
Scarecrow I loved Scarecrow in Batman Begins. I mean, he's always been one of my favorite characters, Scarecrow, and I thought they done him great.
Oh man, they have a whole slew of stuff here.
I mean, you know what's going to happen. The movie's going to come out and everyone's going to be praising it like it's the greatest film ever made, whether it is or it isn't. So I'm not going to get too invested until I see it. Yeah. I just hope it's a good film. So do you think it's going to be like a great film, or do you think it's going to be it's okay?
I think it's going to be a great film. Mainly because I trust the team behind it. You know what I mean? You got Colin Farrell, you got Robert Pattinson. Those two alone, but more so Robert Pattinson. Like he's like an actor's actor. I trust the way the roles that he chooses. I think Colin Farrell, him going out of his way to do this, he wouldn't just do this. I don't know the guy. I can't say he wouldn't would do anything, but I just feel like with his stature, putting him behind makeup, like most actors in his position would be like, no, don't cover my face, don't do anything like that. It's in my contract. Actors, my face has to be on screen for so long. Hence why you get, the Suicide Squad, David Ayer Suicide Squad. You had Will Smith, playing Deadshot, and he didn't have his hood on most of the time. Why? Because it's in his contract that his face has to show for a certain percentage of the movie. But like this, you get this right here, and it's more than that. This is more about the story, not the actor, and I respect that. Then you have Matt Reeves, who went back and reimagined the entire, Planet of the Apes, origin story, and I just I think it's creative, and just hearing what Matt Reeves had to say about, he read the Affleck script and thought about taking it over, and he chose not to. He said, I like the script, but it just wasn't me. I decided to put something that was me out there, and he didn't think Warner Brothers was going to go for it. He thought they were going to pass him on and try to sell Ben Affleck's script to somebody else, but it ended up being that they did like his script, and this is the movie we got. This is what we're rolling with. So
yeah, I'm going to go and see it like as soon as I can. Really, I mean, if I can get the first viewing, I'll definitely go.
All right, see you, Joshua. America, Europe.
America, yeah.
Hell yeah,
America. Love it, and
do you guys make fun of us over there like that all the time?
Nah, not like that. It's just me. I'm just over the top. America, yeah. That's my sense of humor in that, isn't it? Really. But the Batman, I'm looking forward to it. I've just got that thing in me that I don't know.
Yeah, well, I get it. You don't want yourself to get too excited, then let down.
Yeah. Like, that's what I mean. I really do hope, genuinely do hope that I come out and I'm straight on social media. Like my mind is blown. Like I want to like come out and just be, oh my God, that was so good. So
Yeah.
we'll just have to wait and see. I still got to catch up with Peacemaker. I still haven't watched it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we do need to watch that. Hey, maybe we can just turn it on right now and watch it live.
Peacemaker is just amazing.
It is so good. Hey, real quick before we jump on to Peacemaker, I wanted to put this out here. I was searching on Twitter, Film Junkie. He posted a picture of the Batgirl movie, and this is Jim Gordon. Now, if you look, this is a young.
That looks
Jim
like
Gordon.
Short Circuit. Have you seen Short Circuit?
Are you talking about back here?
See, you see it, yeah. See,
Yeah.
Johnny Five
is alive. I used to love the shit out of that movie, man. No,
Short Circuit.
J.K. Simmons, young James Gordon, because his hair's not gray, it's red. So that puts okay. Why did Film Junkie put his logo on it? Did he take the picture? Anyway, sorry, that bugs me.
He was there,
right? Well, I'm not going to say it on live on air, but yeah. Anyway, James Gordon, he was older in the Batman in the BVS movie or Justice League. So like now this throws a new wrench into the whole concept of the future of the DCEU. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so is this going to be a flashback or is this going to be a prequel movie?
Prequel, I'd say.
Think a prequel? Well, yeah, because isn't Gotham? They're also doing the GCPD, Gotham City Police Department series.
Yep.
That's going to be a prequel as well. But I don't think they'd go.
I don't understand why they're doing that, because I don't get why they're even making that, to be honest. Because Gotham was pretty much that anyway.
Yeah, I think they're just going to do that, but better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, Gotham was okay. The first few seasons I thought were really great. It had a really good cast. I like the cast a lot, but kind of lost interest after a while. It was okay. It started off great, and it kind of lost its weight a bit.
What is this shit in the background?
Short Circuit. Johnny.
Dude,
Johnny
they look like fire guns. You know what? There was a thing released online of them blowing up a brick building. I bet this is right before Firefly blows up this building, and this stuff will be CGI'd out. I bet this stuff will be completely out of the movie.
Yeah.
And those are just to give the explosion illusion. How much you want to bet?
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's probably what it is.
Still bugs me
it's
that
not
you
25. That's what we should do. We should put that rumor out.
Yeah, Johnny Five makes cameo.
Put him in. Yeah, cameo.
Johnny Five plays Robin in the new Batgirl movie. Oh man,
Heard it here first, guys.
It bugs me that he put his logo. The reason why I keep harping on him putting his logo is because there was one time I was watching one of his live streams and he said, "Come on, guys, don't put your logo on something that's not yours. That's just unclassy," he said. So it shocks me that this is that he put his logo on there. Anyway,
this is what people do. Breaking news, isn't it?
Yep.
Took the photo.
Right, yeah, he took the photo. It was him the whole time.
They go way back, them two.
Me and J.K. Simmons, yeah.
Yeah, go way back.
He effed my grandma. It was awesome.
Whoa.
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 What is this? Oh no, I don't want to see those. I don't want to see that. It was concept art. I don't like looking at concept art stuff. I need to get off Film Junkie's page. What is this about?
Is it good? Is it?
No. All right, I'm out. See you later. Oh well. Anyway, so what do you got going on in your neck of the woods, dude? Anything fun, exciting?
As I say, I'm just gonna tonight. I'm probably gonna watch All Hallows Eve. I don't know. I've just got the bug at the moment to catch up on a lot of horror movies. Because I've not really the last year or two not paid much attention, as I say, to horror, because there's it's very few and far between where we get a really good horror. So I've just had a list growing and growing, and I've just thought, you know what, I'm going to get on it again now. So I'm going to try and look for some more though, some like not rare horrors, but you know, the ones that just kind of go under the radar a little bit, like the smaller made ones. There's always the odd one that's really, really good. So yeah, I'm just going to get into some horror and scare the living daylights out of myself. I need something that's going to absolutely like leave me like.
A question for you. Are there any comments on your, if there's any comments on your
I don't know how to, because I'll have to figure out another way to do it next time, because what I've got on mine,
it says can't hear Ramon talking on yours. Or is this mine?
Really? It must be because.
Hold on.
Wait, you can't hear me on my.
Weird. We can't hear you.
What, on my one? No? Hello?
Yeah. Well, I can hear you on here. They can hear you on my stream,
but not on mine.
Well,
yeah, it's
not yours.
Yeah, it's because I've not got the mic plugged in on there, because I was streaming this page to. Right, so I'll go and turn it on now.
Weird that your mic it wouldn't come through. Well, it's very strange.
Wait a second. Wait, big one second. Let me just see if I can get it. Hello, hello, hello. No, that's not going to come out. So I'll put it on. Wait, I'll put it on, but then it might cut off on your stream if I'm using the microphone in two programs. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Hello. So now it'll come on. No, it'll go on now. It'll work now.
Let me take a listen.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Hold on. You blinked out. Hold on.
Ooh, yeah.
No, now nothing's coming through.
What do you mean?
Both the squares are black on the on your stream.
Oh no. That's because I'm on the page. So if I go back to yours now it should come up. It'll take a second to catch up. Yeah, it's because I'm recording this via OBS, and then that goes to my YouTube. See what I'm saying? Because I've not used the code from your StreamYard.
Right.
So it'll come up in a second, but it's a test run anyway.
I still can't hear you.
Still can't hear nothing.
No. We'll have to try that out some other time.
All right, I'll
I just want to let everybody who's just tuning in. This is a Ask Us Anything or bring up a discussion if you want. I just want to let you know, if you can't read at the bottom of the screen, we are now taking phone calls. Yes, a new technology of telephones, which took me forever to figure out. So if you want to call us live on the show and ask us anything, or you can ask us in the chat as well, you can call us at 740-527-3447. And your phone calls will come in anonymously, so I'll have no idea who's calling until I answer, because we don't have a phone screener, because we're not that cool yet. But yeah, if you want to call in and ask us anything, feel free to ask. I'll leave the number scrolling at the bottom of the screen. And also, I will put up Ramon's home address. If you want to send him any presents, may I recommend anything that makes a ticking noise or smells like sulfur?
I'm always collecting deceased animals. So if you've got any animals that have died, family pets and stuff like that, you can always send them to me. I prefer dogs, just because they're good for like little winter coats. If you want to get, honestly, and if you've got any like cats, old kittens, cats that have died, like my mum and that, I can always take them out.
You make kitten mittens.
No, they're always good for like a side dish with a roast dinner on a Sunday.
Oh, so nice. Well, good. Nice like Sunday. Sit again, at home.
Yeah.
Sunday. Love your pets day.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ, Ramon.
Well, you started it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know you're gonna, recommend people, murder animals and send them to you, or send live cats through the mail either. Which is worse, killing an animal and sending it through the mail, or mailing a live animal?
Killing the animal and sending it, or mailing a live animal? Oh, that's a good question.
I guess it depends on where you're mailing it to.
Killing the animal because you're actually taking part in doing it.
Well, I mean, if you kill the animal mailing it, you also take part of doing that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But if you mail it, at least has a chance, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, at least it has a chance of. Might be a tiny chance, but at least it has a small chance of survival. I wonder if like you did that like to a woman, if you got a woman drunk in a bar and then like folded her, put her in a suitcase and then sent her around the like other side of the world, if she would like cease to exist inside that suitcase, or would she make it? We could do that for a laugh. I reckon that would be a good bet. Like if there's any volunteers out there that want to be put in a suitcase and like we'll send you to the other side of the world, and if you make it, if you come out of like you come out and you survive, then what happens is you'll get like a free ticket that enables you to get at least a Zinger Burger KFC meal, like one. No, because it's a good bargain. It's a good bargain. And I'll tell you something, if I was serious about that and we had 10,000 people watching, someone would say, all right, I'll do it. Someone would say, yes, I will do it.
Right. And that's how you get in trouble is if you actually do it. Don't send people through the mail, Ramon. It's bad. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No, don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. No. Don't do it. It's silly. It's a silly idea. It's dangerous. Don't do it.
See, everybody, this is multiple personality disorder coming through live on Film Trigger Drive-By News.
No. It's just normal. It's just normal. So that's what we'll do. Once we get things growing, we'll get people to like go out and do some crazy things. I think like go into like Starbucks and stuff like that, and then get the coffee, and then like just tip it all over your head and just do it live stream.
Why the fuck would you do that? Why would you do that?
Would be fun, wouldn't it?
No.
Like do it live. Do it live so we could do it.
No. Don't be the kid that eats worms in the schoolyard, to make friends.
Good protein. Remember that, kids. Good protein.
Wait, would you eat a worm live right now? Would you go out? If it weren't freezing outside, would you go grab a worm? I
would never hurt an animal under any circumstances whatsoever. I can't even kill.
Would you eat a steak?
That's different.
How's that different? That's an entire cow.
Yeah, but I didn't kill it.
Okay,
I'm just eating to survive.
If I kill a worm and send it to you through the mail, would you?
No, because then
eat it live on air?
No, because well, how could I? If you've killed it, no. Because
what if I just find a dead worm? What if you go outside and find a dead worm? Would you eat it?
No. Do you know why? Because of the butterfly effect, it's not natural for me to be doing that under any circumstances. It's not something I would do to survive normally. So by me doing that, it. Listen.
This entire thing that we're doing right now is not natural.
Hang on, see, look. No, I can't say nothing. He'll cut me out. Yeah. No, I'll tell him in a minute. No, this is what he does. He does this all the time. Yeah. No, I don't know.
I love my new sound effects.
I was just about to drop one there, and I thought, no, I won't.
Drop one.
I had a really good one as well. No, I had a really good one there. So.
Oh, yeah.
So
I can read your mind right now.
So right with worms, if there's a worm outside and I go out there and I pick it up and eat it, right, even if it's dead, right, that is altering the cycle of life, because what might have happened is a crow might have got it to feed her young, and one of her young might die this evening because it's cold outside because it didn't eat that worm. I've taken it away just to get attention on social media, and I've therefore affected the life cycle of an animal. So no, I can't. Whereas if a cow's steak is here, well, it's a steak, isn't it? It's a steak.
Wow, your ability to spin bullshit is amazing, Ramon. It really is.
I'll roll back. That's a good one, though, wasn't it?
No real justification behind any of what you just said.
Of course I do.
No, you don't.
Of course I do.
I don't want to interrupt the cycle of life. Now, excuse me while I go grab a big fucking steak and throw some, hot sauce on it or whatever the fuck you guys do over there. What do you put on steak over there in London?
Normally I get the juices, like the juices from a stripper's knickers, and just like squeeze it on. just No, because it gives it that sort of tuna taste. It gives it like a tuna steak.
Tuna steak. All right, tuna steak it is. All right, everybody. Well, if you
Told
want
you,
to call,
I'm
if you want to give us a call and talk about tuna steak, we're here until whenever. Oh man, we're
I
just
told you I've got
bullshitting
no
today.
filter and I'm dangerous.
Is there any hot topics you want to get into? Anything you want to discuss?
I found that on vinyl.
Ooh, nice. E.T.
It's even got. I know this is a bit nerdy, but it's even got an original book inside. Michael Jackson. Look at that.
Ooh.
Which one's E.T.?
Oh,
But,
why is Michael Jackson inside?
I don't know.
But why is
He's
there
not outside. I don't know.
Why is there a picture?
Because he
of
done a
Michael
lot of the
Jackson?
music.
Oh,
No,
did
because
he?
he sang some songs. Yeah.
I had no clue. Never heard that before.
See? Well.
Here, hold on. I'll go grab my vinyl. I'll be right back.
Oh, he's going to go and grab his vinyl now. Look. I'm going to show off. Look at me with my vinyl, ladies. He's got E.T. from like 1984, I think it is. Is it 1984? 1982. Here he goes. Here he goes. Now, oh, look at me. Look what I got.
What?
Nothing.
What are you saying?
I didn't say nothing.
Let me know in the comments below what Ramon just said, please. Or was he making that weird
What's that?
chipmunk noise that he makes?
I know what you've got there. I know what vinyl that is.
I know you know. Could you jealous?
Is it what? High School Musical.
Yep. Batman v Superman on vinyl. 5,000 copies, and I got copy number. It doesn't say. It says on here somewhere. I'll look it up. I'll find it.
Yeah.
I got copy number 4,476. They only made 24 more after this one. Look at this beaut right here. Look at this. Hold on. But wait, there's more. Try to get this in the camera.
It's such a show off. Look, look at me. Look at what I've got. Look.
It says the man that just showed me his ET fucking.
What I've got.
So it gets even better. So like, there's a
it gets even better over here. I knew where Heath Ledger was buried, so I scalped him, and I've got it in a box over there. So
see, they all come in different colors, each vinyl. Oh shit. That couldn't have been more wildly timed.
Yes.
I literally dropped my record onto the soundbite that makes the baby cry.
That's perfect. Perfect.
And then here's this one. Bright red. Ooh.
Nice.
Sexy sheen. And then there's this one. What color do you think this one is?
Okay, black.
It is black and it has etchings. We have a phone call coming through.
Yeah.
Hold on. This will be a nice surprise. Domino's Pizza. Can I take your order? Hello? Hello? Man, did I just get pranked?
That's a good one.
Come on, if you're on here, say something. We can't hear you. Nope, nothing. Wait,
that's funny. Domino's Pizza. They probably freaked out.
Oh shit!
What did you do wrong?
Well,
Steven?
Hold on, I gotta check something. Well, when I dropped that record,
you might have knocked something.
It broke one of my buttons.
Oh, they're trying to ring again.
All right, let's see if we can get this. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, turn your, if you're watching us live, turn it down.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
There you are. Okay. It went to voicemail when I called a minute ago. That's what happened.
Well, it went to voicemail because I don't know what happened. I guess I didn't answer it fast enough. Who am I speaking with?
Oh, you'd be surprised if you knew who this was.
Maybe not.
Let me give you
John Bon Jovi.
Here we go. We're gonna play the guessing game live on air here. Okay.
All right. So, for some reason, they think I can only play 2 chords.
Oh, TC, 2-chord Tom.
What's up, man?
What's up? Did you call to ask for the time and date?
Yeah, I was wanting to know if you happen to know what time it is or what date it is.
Yes, today is Friday, the 4th of February. The time is 1:12 p.m. Thank you
That's
for
awesome.
calling Date and Time.
I told you I would.
I thought you. Dude, what's going on, man?
Well, yeah, I wanted to call into your podcast and just say hi to you. Hey, Monday's my birthday, and you want to come out to the Jam Monday if you're around? We'll have a party.
Oh, you going to be at the Dolphin?
Yeah, we'll be at the Dolphin Lounge. I'll just be doing my regular blues jam, but
Hell yeah!
we'll have a little party out there. And
how old are you going to be?
Might as well.
25, 26? How old are you going to be, Tom?
55.
55.
I know, right? I look good.
Oh wow, yeah, you don't look a day over 28. No way, man. 2-chord Tom. For anybody who doesn't know, 2-chord Tom is the leader of the band called Still Wild here in Columbus, Ohio. He is the man. He's the myth. He's a legend. He's hosted quite a few events that I've put on around town. He's all around great dude, great spirit. Dude, how's life treating you, buddy? How's married life treating you?
I love it. I've always loved being married. That's why I did it 3 times. My wife says, ha ha. Well, she did too, so we're even.
Fair enough. There you go. I guess
so
after
6
the third
marriages
time's
is
a
6
charm.
That's what we say. So 6 marriages and 6 kids. I figure, one of them ought to come out right.
That's cool, man. Is there anything you want to talk about? You have any questions or anything, or you just wanting to call and tell everybody your birthday's on Monday? And
well, no, that just occurred to me when I was asking for the date and time. Then you said it. Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh shit, yeah,
right. Two more days. It just occurred to me.
That's awesome.
Are like I can't now. Can your co-host there too?
Oh yeah, he's there. Hey Ramon, say hi.
How you doing? Happy birthday.
There you are. Hi Ramon, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So where are you located? If you're not in the studio,
I'm in East London, Essex. It's called. It's quiet and it's very cold.
Wow, that's so cool. My wife was asking me. He's in Essex, in East London.
Yeah, Essex. Yeah, East London.
East London in Essex. That's very cool. I wish I was smart enough to know where that is on the map.
It's
but
where central London is. It's about an hour outside of central London, so it's not too far from central London.
See, we're not very worldly.
Speak for yourself, pal.
But
no, I know that from Stephen.
One of the smart guys. He knows. He knows, probably. I'd have to look on the map and go, now, what the hell is all that? Well, we do have a legitimate calling question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
You have to settle a family. It's not a family feud that we have here, but it's quite a dispute. It's about movies. I know, Stevie, you watch movies and you commentate, and you've got You are an expert on the subject. In movies in this house, I don't get to watch a lot of movies at all.
Okay.
Even growing up, didn't watch it. I got a couple of them, you know, and I forget them after I see them, get what they were about. And so there's so many movies that I pretty much won't watch one again, even though I kind of forget it. The only that I remember much or a little bit about are like, you know, the ones like Star Wars and The Godfather. Those are the two that I remember at least some things about.
Yep, both great
right?
movies.
And I might even watch them again because they're epic. You grew up on it, that sort of thing. Other movies, no, I couldn't tell you characters or stuff like that. So I won't watch a movie, but I live with of course, my wife and our daughter, and they watch all kinds of movies all the time. They watch movies, and they're here listening to me now. She's like, "Goes, here he goes." So we got to decide what movie to watch. Okay, so we have Netflix, we've got Roku. So I've got I think I got Amazon Prime or something. I don't want to watch any Disney movies, but I want something that we can all enjoy.
A nice family movie.
Yeah, well, and it doesn't even have to be. They like the horror movies.
Ooh,
they do.
Okay.
I know you like them too. You were just talking about like mailing dead animals, and I had to explain to my wife. I said, well, you know, they watch horror movies and they're discussing it, so that's how that.
I apologize. I
topic
apologize.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame Ramon for that one.
Mailing dead animals in England, we don't actually mean animals. It means sending a letter of love.
Shut up, Ramon.
No, it means sending a letter of love and passion for family. That's what it means. There's nothing
really
grotesque. There's no.
Well, you know, in the Godfather movie, there was a horse head that was delivered to somebody.
Right, and it was delivered.
With it.
It was delivered out of love and passion. Yes.
I imagine.
It was a message.
All right. So you're looking for a good movie at home to watch.
Well, here's the debate.
Okay.
Let
me know.
If I'm going to watch a movie, it's got to be a movie I haven't seen. Or I'm not going to spend the time because, Steve, you've known me forever. I'll other things. For hobbies, I'll play music. I'll work on my computer. I'm an IT guy. I've got lots of interests in things. So I'm not going to watch a movie I've seen already.
Okay.
It's a waste of time. So I say, okay, let's watch a movie, and then it's tough finding a movie the three of us haven't seen. It's easy for me. I haven't seen any of them. So like, that sounds good, but either my wife or my daughter have seen it. I'm like, no, I don't want to watch it then. I want to get something you haven't seen so we enjoy it together, right?
All right. Do you have movies in mind or?
No. So here's the debate is they don't mind watching movies again.
Okay. So everybody has to bow down to the movies that you haven't seen, but you won't let up and rewatch a movie that they haven't seen. That seems a little unfair, Tom.
Well, it is. You think I want them haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen it, obviously. And they're no, we'll see it again. We'll watch it again. And so here's how it turns out. Okay, so there's a kind of a pattern to the story here. So we either I give in and watch a movie for the first time for me that they've seen a couple of times. They may even own the movie, you know. And so here's what happens. I'm watching a movie, and I'm actually paying attention to the movie, and fall asleep. She's like, "Shut up, Tom." Our daughter's here too. My daughter's on her computer and her cell phone. She's not even paying attention. and it's just me. So I'm watching a movie. I have before, and they say they want to see it, but then my wife falls asleep, and she does, like right away. And my daughter's on her computer and her cell phone. She's not even paying attention. So my point is like, what was the point of that? Oh, she here. She's like, you know, she's here.
Whoop.
So the debate is: should we watch movies they had seen before, and they're just appeasing me, and I'm on the couch watching a movie while they're sleeping and doing other things, or if we watch a movie we haven't seen before, my wife still might fall asleep.
Okay, well, number one, if you have sleepers in your family, I apologize. My condolences to you, sir. That is definitely one of my biggest pet peeves. Somebody falling asleep. I don't know, like, because I'm such a lover of movies. When I'm watching a movie that I absolutely love, like, I'm constantly like, I'm watching the movie, and then like I'll look over at the person and be like, "Hey, did you see that? See how awesome that was?" You know, like, and if they're falling asleep, then all the energy is just sucked out of my body. Now I would ask you to actually rethink the Disney Plus thing, because if you're looking for a fun action movie, go to the Disney Plus and head to their Marvel section. There's a lot of great Marvel movies in there. I personally, one movie, if I don't know if you guys have watched it yet, you probably have, or maybe they have. Infinity War is a wonderful movie to sit down with the family and watch. That's Avengers.
Is that the last one?
No, the last one is called Endgame.
Okay.
Yeah, but the Infinity War is the one right before Endgame, and like it is so good, so good. I mean, even rewatching it, like it's such a great rewatch. Would you agree, Ramon, about Infinity War?
I'd say that's a great movie. How old is the daughter?
How old is your daughter? How
Is
old
she
is your
like
daughter? Tom?
young, or is she old?
29.
29. Oh, she's.
Oh, that's cool. Right, cool.
The beginning of them, Thor and all of them. Tom hasn't seen
I
any of
would-
them,
None.
except for the last one, Endgame.
I didn't see Endgame.
Okay.
Yes, you did, honey. You saw Endgame.
I didn't see Endgame. I mean, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
See, I won't remember. See, she says I saw a movie. I don't even remember. I'm arguing with her, telling her I didn't see it. I never heard of that movie before.
Welcome to Film Trigger, also known as Family Feud, live on YouTube.
She said, "Oh yeah, you saw it already." I'm like, "I didn't. Didn't I at least know if I saw it?"
So what were you gonna say, Ramon? You asked how old the daughter was. She's 29 years old. She's
no.
older.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just because of the age and stuff, I'd say either Infinity War, or I just watched on Netflix. There's a movie with Sandra Bullock called The Unforgivable, which I thought was brilliant. It was a great movie. It's about Sandra Bullock, who the very beginning of the movie is about a woman who comes out of prison after 20 years, and it's about why she was in there, how she got out, and how she copes outside. And it's a great film. So I'd say
That's
there's
based on a
different
true
types
story,
of
isn't
movies,
it?
but yeah, it's a really, really good movie. Good movie.
The woman who that movie is based on. I heard her on. This is going to be a trigger word, but I heard her on Joe Rogan. She was on his podcast.
Yeah. Oh right, it was a really good movie. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'd say like
Interesting.
the one's more sort of like the life telling, retelling of a story in real life, and then you've got like the action.
I see it right here.
It's a really good movie. Really good.
Yeah, The Unforgiven. Nice. All right, so The Unforgiven, nice. Sounds like going to be a suspenseful sort of movie. If you want to go the Marvel route, I highly, highly, highly recommend Infinity War. There's a lot in that movie, but they do a pretty good job. You don't really need to see all the previous movies, to catch up. It kind of lays out what you need to know in the movie pretty well. So we got suspense, we got action. Ramon, is there any good horror movies that they should watch?
Let me have a quick look and see what's actually on Netflix.
All right, another Netflix one I would suggest, if you haven't watched it yet, is Don't Look Up. Ramon just watched it himself. Now this movie is divided. People either love it or hate it. I'm one that loved it. Ramon's on the fence about it. But Don't Look Up is a great narrative into the world as it is today. It's pretty funny. It's suspenseful, and it's just all around great movie. So there's 3 movies for you: Unforgivable, Don't Look Up, and Infinity War.
She has seen all 3 of them. See, that's what I mean. So I'm like,
Okay.
I
Well,
wanna see that.
Ramon's looking up a good horror movie now. So let's see what he comes up with on the
Tom
horror
will
realm.
like it.
Well, no, I'll watch a horror movie. I don't necessarily, I'll watch it. I'm not like a big fan or anything, I always look at it and go, what's the point of this? But I'll watch them. I don't hate them or anything like that. but my wife loves them, and then she has nightmares for like weeks.
That's the
Okay.
best
And I'm
part.
like, stop
Yeah.
watching them. She gets nightmares.
Well, that's what you're there for, Tom.
Like legit.
You're there as
wake her up.
you're there as the nightmare protector. It's okay,
I'm
baby.
the
Come
night
here.
watcher.
Just cuddle up with me. You'll be fine. You're nice and
Right.
safe.
Yep.
And two-cord
I'll
Tom's
wake her up and
hands.
she'll yell, she'll cry, she'll be crying or yelling, and yeah, I gotta wake her up. I gotta wake her out of it. Yeah, it's true. And then I'm like, what were you watching? And like if I don't come to bed and she goes to bed before me, she'll watch that ID channel where people kill each other for money or insurance or greed, or it's generally, the husband kills the wife, and she likes them.
All right, I got a good movie here for you. I watched this movie not about a year ago, and
All right.
I wouldn't call it horror. I would definitely call it suspenseful, and it's got some like kind of horror elements to it, but it's not full on horror. It's a wild out there movie, but I freaking loved it. I don't know if Ramon's ever seen it before. It's on Netflix. It's called The Platform.
Oh, well, that was
Huh.
good. Enjoyed that. That's another good one.
The
Anybody?
Platform.
Oh, I think if girls say they shake their head, they haven't seen it.
Boom, there you go. The Platform. I want you guys to call into our
Uh-huh.
show on Sunday and give us a review.
All right, so the three of us, where'd you find it? Netflix, you said?
Yep, it's on Netflix called The Platform.
The Platform. All right, maybe we'll do that tonight. We were headed to Nashville today for my birthday weekend. That was the plan, but of course that's not going to happen.
Yeah, we all got snowed
okay.
in. Yeah.
Yep. And Nashville too, bad weather. They had a hurricane or something going on down there. Tornado. It was some bad shit. So we're just
Those land hurricanes, yes.
eating brownies, and we're got the fire cranked up, and I turned on my phone and saw your podcast. I'm like, oh yeah, that's today. Let's call them and
Awesome,
figure
brother.
out
I
what kind
appreciate you calling. You're our second ever Film Trigger caller, man. I appreciate you, brother.
because we have this argument every time we watch a movie. It takes us 30 minutes after we argue about it to finally pick one, and so like we could save 30 minutes of the 2-hour movie of if we could solve the argument of watch a movie we all haven't seen, or number two, do I let them talk me into watching a movie they have seen that they don't mind seeing again, when really they're just gonna fall asleep and be distracted and do other things.
All right. Well, the platform should do it for you. It's a good suspenseful movie. It's got some minor horror elements. I think that's the ticket for you, sir.
It's a good film.
All right, that'll be tonight's plan then.
Perfect. I appreciate you, Two Chord. Give give the family some love for me.
You betcha. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Ramon, good to meet you.
No
buddy.
problem. No problem.
Bye.
Have fun.
Oh, accidentally hung up on him. Oops. Sorry, Tom. All right. So,
Right,
Ramon, you ready?
that was nice. That was good.
You ready to hear what happened? You want to hear like the 1 out of 10 that happens when I do things? So remember when the record fell out and it made the
Yes.
baby noise?
Yes.
It knocked this button off, and that's my plain sleep mode button. That's why I couldn't answer the call.
This could only happen to you, man.
Right. I mean, it didn't break it, so I can put it back. But like once I tapped it, then I was able to answer the call. It just out of what are the freaking chances of that? So that's why it went to voicemail. when he called for stuff.
So the rule is don't move anything over the mixers. Then that's the next rule.
Oh, come on. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so. Anyway, there's my record.
Well, if you guys are still watching out there, another one that's worth watching on Netflix. You've just reminded me of ones that are kind of not as well known. I don't know if it was actually a Netflix made or funded movie, but I know it's only on there, and it's called Veronica, and it's a Spanish horror movie, and that was really, really good. That's another really good movie. I'm
I
sure
guess I
it's
could.
one of their own. If you type Veronica at the top, it should come up.
Uh,
Oh, sorry, no, I thought it was on Netflix. Yeah,
no, I'm not on Netflix.
Veronica's another good one. That creeped me out big time.
I guess I
That
could have had
really
the
creeped me
screen up
out.
while we were talking to him. That would have been nice.
Yeah, there's loads of good. It's what I mean. I love a good horror. I just love like the one I just said to you that with Sandra Bullock. It again because there was so much over Christmas and that came out. I just didn't get around to watching it, so I watched it the other day. It's such a good movie, and it's got oh my god, the cast, bro! It's got Sandra Bullock, John Bernthal who played the Punisher, Viola Davis who's in
Is that the
Suicide Squad.
Unforgivable you're talking about, or is this
Yeah,
Veronica?
it's got yeah, no, the Unforgivable.
Oh, okay.
Viola Davis from Suicide Squad. It's got Vincent D'Onofrio, who's Kingpin. Like the
Yeah,
cast
yeah.
is ridiculous. It's got such a good cast, and it's just the story. I didn't realize it was a true story, but
I think it
it's
is.
a
Let me
really
look. Let me look into it and make sure it's what I think it is. A woman released from prison after serving a sentence for a violent crime and attempts to reenter. Oh, this might not be what I think it is. Okay, because the one that I'm thinking of is the lady was and what's a true story, and she was actually on the Joe Rogan podcast. Was this lady was falsely put into prison? She was
oh, I
um,
see.
she was falsely put in prison, like the reason why she was in jail or in prison was like they had no evidence that she committed a crime, and they just God, where was she? I'm trying to think of what country she was in. I think she was in France or something. It was not her native language, and she wasn't very fluent in the language that they were speaking. But yeah, and like they just they falsely accused her of being of killing her roommate, but there was no evidence about it whatsoever. But it seemed like the police officer was just eager just to get somebody in jail, and she spent years in prison before she was finally released and proven that she didn't do it. And like it's a crazy thing, crazy story on Joe Rogan. I thought that's what it
Oh, I'll
was
have to
based off of, but
try and
that's not
find out
it.
what that was. Now, the reason I thought this movie was good is not again. It doesn't go into spoilers, but when you look at that title and it's a woman coming out of prison, I was expecting it to be a revenge movie, like a
Yeah,
Death Wish, or she comes out, goes on a rampage to get all the people back. It's not one. It's nothing like that. It's just I can't really say. It's just a really, really good movie. Deserves a bit more love, I think, and she's great in it. Sandra Bullock. I like her anyway.
yeah. Sandra Bullock's good. She is a great actress, man. And of course you got Vincent
D'Onofrio,
D'Onofrio.
yeah,
Yeah, he's so fucking incredible. Yeah, and
yeah,
then
he is.
John
He's good in
Bernthal.
this as
Yeah,
well.
that is a good
Uh,
cast, man.
yeah, because I only knew she was in it. That's what I mean. I tried to sort of stay away from too much information about it. I just thought, right, I'll watch it, and all these people were turning up, and I was like, oh wow. So I thought this is going to be a good movie. A cast like that, you know what I mean? So it's just wicked, brilliant.
I'm trying to
I'd like to see
find.
more movies. I'd like to see more movies like that. It's just like a drama, kind of a thriller, but it's just a good film. Yeah, good stuff.
I can't find that podcast. I know she did a podcast with Joe Rogan, but yeah, I'll have to check that movie out. That does sound like a good, nice sit down movie.
Yeah, have you seen Veronica?
Mm-mm.
You should see that, man. That's
Is that Netflix too?
Veronica's. Yeah, that was so good. That was so good. That creeped me out big time.
Netflix
That just creeped.
Veronica.
Yeah, I think it's Spanish. It's Spanish or Italian. I think it's Spanish.
Yeah, this is it. This is it right here.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Yeah.
Is this
I
like
really
an
enjoyed that.
exorcism sort of thing?
Kind of. I can't really. it's just creepy. It's very, very creepy. This is why I say to you, I watch like the foreign horror movies because I don't know anyone in it, so I've got no sort of emotional attachment towards any of the actors. So when stuff
Yeah.
goes wrong, it freaks me out a little bit more. The girl in it is fantastic. She's
Are there
really good in it.
subtitles or?
Yeah. It's got subtitles, but long story short. Those three girls in the picture at the bottom there, are at school messing around with a Ouija board. And the girl in the middle in the white shirt, the main girl, completes the spell or the calling of the dead. The other two girls leave. She goes home, but because she called upon the dead, she didn't finish it off to send them back. So she goes home and this spirit follows her home, and her mum goes to work for the night, and it's the girl and her two little brother and a little sister at home, and it's just a night with those three at home. That's all I can say. And it freaked the mother out of me. It creeped me out, bruv.
Dude, look at that. Holy shit.
It creeped me out.
What the fuck?
This is what I'm saying. These foreign movies. That's what I'm saying. These the foreign movies,
my
man.
God.
They do that.
That's probably like the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I probably just spoiled the fucking movie.
But
Dude, have you ever watched like some of these exorcisms, like the real stuff that the movies are based off of?
the only one I've seen is apparently was real was Emily Rose, but I don't know how true that is. And that freaked me out. Exorcism of Emily Rose, that freaked me out because it's told it more of a courtroom story, and
Yeah,
you
I've
see
seen it. I've seen
flashbacks of what happened. Yeah, and I think it could lead you to think the girl is crazy, or it leaves it up to the person watching it to kind of decide, do you think it, was she crazy, wasn't she? It makes a good case for both sides, and that kind of scared me again because it wasn't that freaked me out, that movie. That freaked
Yeah,
me
but
out.
have you ever watched the actual?
Oh, like a real vid? No, bro. No. Don't be silly. Like, I like horror. No. Don't be. No. Just no.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. You don't mess with that stuff, man. No.
It's a
That's
fucking
like saying to me,
video.
have you ever? No, it's like saying, have you ever seen someone getting eaten alive by a lion or a great white shark? I know it happens. I don't want to look at it. No.
Uh-huh.
There's certain things, see, bro, because you'll watch that, play that, yeah, and I'm gonna go to bed tonight, and then I'm just gonna hear this on the side, and I'll be like, nah, get out, mate, get out. I don't want you in here. I'm all right watching naughty stuff on the old www dots. Like, I'm happy with that. I don't need no one else coming in here.
Wow, I've never seen Ramon so
No, when it's real stuff. Oh, look, real life, Emily Rose.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was playing.
No, it's just a no-go, mate. You don't do it. Do it.
Annalise Mitchell or Michelle, or however you pronounce that last name.
I tell you what we do.
That's the real Emily Rose. Annalise.
I tell you what
Michelle.
we do. On Halloween this year, we find about an hour and a half's worth of YouTube content, a list of supposed real events, not just one like that. It's an hour and a half, but like 4 or 5 different stories. We find them beforehand. We don't watch them, and we get a list and we give it to the viewers as well, and we do a watch along of all 5, like real, you know what I mean? And we'll tell people which. Why?
What, you won't even watch this with me right now? Why the hell would I plan to do something with you then? On Halloween.
I'll do it on my own then. I'll do it on my own then.
Here, check this out. No, real quick. This is actual audio. You don't have to look at it. There's no video.
Headphones are off. I can't hear it. I can't hear a damn thing, mate. My headphones are on. Look, headphones, no headphones. I can't hear nothing. Can't see nothing. I'm going to turn the darkness. It's dark, pitch black screen. I can't see nothing. Can't see nothing. Can't hear nothing. And then there was 2 butterflies just floating through a field. Oh, it's a baby butterfly.
Wow.
Oh, look, it's a bunny rabbit.
Wow, I can't believe I've discovered Ramon's weak spot.
It's not necessarily a weak spot. I just don't mess with. It's not no, but like when it's like real things, you don't mess with that, bro. That's like you saying to me now. Let's do a Ouija board right now. No, no.
I've done Ouija boards before. I wouldn't do it again, but
Yeah, there you go. Then
do you have any ghost stories? Do you have any experiences and stuff like that?
only when I was like a kid, and there's one of them. It's not even really scary, but I don't understand. It's not even no, it's not scary, but it's something that I can't. I just remember being at home one day and hearing the bath, the taps were on upstairs at home. And this was when I was about 16, 17. And I shouted out because I thought someone was running the bath. But I went upstairs and turned it off and no one was home. I didn't put it on. So
But the
it's
bath
not
was running?
really a ghost. Yeah, the water was on, but the plug wasn't in the bottom. It was just
Right.
running water. So I just thought someone had come in, like my sister or whatever, to start running the bath. And I called out, like mum, dad, or whatever. No one was home. Just like me. There was no one home. So how the fucking hell? How? So I don't know. That's the only thing that I can honestly say I remember seeing myself of something that's happened, but that could be anything. I don't know what happened. But
Yeah.
it freaked me out because I just thought someone was in, do you know what I'm saying? Like running the bath, but there was no one home. So I don't know. I don't know.
One easy way to debunk a situation like that is just how water pipes work. You know, like if somebody doesn't close, torque it shut really tight, or or at least moderately tight, you know how water can seep through anything. If there's an exit, water will find a way, even if it's through rock.
Yeah.
It'll find through the porous
Yeah,
way.
of course.
Yeah, right. So the same's with faucets. So like, unless you have a completely watertight seal and you don't torque it all the way shut, water will and can and will eventually actually open the spigot itself just by pushing it through. Once the water starts building up behind
That's
it.
that's probably what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I just remember it as a kid, and I was genuinely like, because when I think it's like my mum or my dad got home, I was like, I was like, oh, that's so funny, yeah, really funny. And they're like, what? And I said they might have been joking with me. I still don't know if it was, but that's the only time I can genuinely say, story wise, that something's happened that I can't explain. Like I've done stuff like Ouija boards and stuff like that, and I messed with it when I was a kid, but
nothing really
I don't
happened.
think I should have done. Yeah, I can't, like things like moving around and stuff like that. But then I don't know if it was someone messing about.
Yeah, but Ramon is perfectly fine now. He's perfectly all right. And if you'd like to mail him a dead animal, we put up his address. Yeah, Ramon's doing just fine. Wow. See, I like stuff like that, man. I like.
No, I do. There's a lot. There is a lot of stuff like that, but I just don't. When I know there's like real or supposed real things, I just tend not to mess with it because I just no. It's just wrong. You can go mess with it all you like, mate. If you want to go and call up the spirits and that and have a little boogie, 1 o'clock in the morning, naked, dancing in the pale moonlight like the devil. No. Like Joker, you can go and do all that in the field, mate. Go and do it. Go and put a cow's head on your head. Go and do it. Good for you, not me. I'm sitting at home watching. Mate, I'm sitting at home watching.
I can hear fear in your voice.
Mate, I'm sitting at home watching Goonies. I'm good with that. Stick on the Little Mermaid. I'm happy.
Ramon.
Oh no, it's not that sort of no. It's more the things that I'm afraid of, genuinely afraid of. It's the unknown. It's the certain things you just don't mess with. Like you don't mess with Ouija boards. You don't do it.
Yeah,
if you've got a death wish. Good for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a death wish. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's a very curious subject to try to dive into.
Like if you like if you said to me, "Oh look, there's a creepy house or a flipping creepy graveyard," would you go and sleep? I go, "Yeah, cool." That's different because I'm not actively taking part to do something that I shouldn't be messing with. If you're talking about doing spell or trying to cast something, you're actively inviting something. Nah. You stay where you are, mate. You stay over there. You stay in your little spirit form over there, mate. I'm good over here with me can of Red Bull, my cup of tea. I'm all right.
there's no spirits in this house, buddy. I can guarantee you that. No,
Yeah, see, that's what you
no,
think.
sir. No, I know for a 100% fact. There's none here. I would know if there was, but that's a story for another day.
True.
That's a story for another day. But so you think listening to a YouTube clip of an exorcism, a real exorcism, is it? You think
You
that's
shouldn't be messing with that.
You think that's
shouldn't be
messing
on
with
tape,
it?
bruv. Of course it is. It shouldn't be on tape. Shouldn't be on tape, man. That's what I'm saying. If someone was eaten by a great white shark alive and seeing them actually getting eaten and chewed up, I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
Why would I want to watch that? That's like no.
Well, I think it's
No.
more of a morbid curiosity when it comes into the actual, possible psychology that goes behind that can come with it.
Yeah.
Is this a real exorcism, or is this something that is actually like this person's just creating this manifesting this in their own head?
Yeah.
I think that's something that's what makes
It's
me the most
yeah, of course it
curious.
is. It's I can understand that. I just nah, mate. Nah.
Go ahead, ask all the questions you want over there.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna go and do that. That's good. Great idea. See you later. Go over there and do it.
Oh man. Oh shoot, Ramon. Ugh.
Well,
is there anything else you want to talk about, buddy?
No, I want to go and watch horror films now because I know it's make believe.
That's what you think. That's what you think.
No, it's make believe. It's make believe.
That's what you think, buddy.
That's why I stick. That's why I stick with like Friday the 13th and that. It's fun, but when it comes, so I think Veronica is a bit of a creepy film because it's not over the top. It's scary, but it's not over the top with like jump scares, or it's more just sort of
not over the top with jump scares. Oh, I'm so confused by you right now. Who is this man I'm talking to? Like you were so you were so disappointed that the movie that I suggested didn't have any jump scares the other day, but now you're like
no.
You'll
see, but if you look at The Exorcist. The Exorcist doesn't have jump scares, does it? It doesn't have jump scares. It's just creepy the way it's filmed and the way that it's shot, and it's same with Veronica. Like it'll have the girl in bed, and he'll have like a shadow in the corner, and you'll just hear it like. And it's just like a shadow, and you're like, is that her jumper? Is that her coat? Is something going to jump out? And nothing does, and you're unsure the whole movie if she's crazy or if there's something really there. But because she's done the Ouija board, you think you shouldn't have messed with that, so it plays on your mind. It's like that rather than, so that's still scary to me, but it's not the same as like, The Conjuring. If you're in the shadow and then a hand comes out, I can deal with that because that's just, it's a little devil child. Oh, you know what I mean? It's not really the same, but it's the unknown. I think is what's scary. I think that's what scares people.
I don't know. See, I'm a curious mind. I always like to dive into the unknown. But on a lighter note, Ramon, on a lighter note, do you know who Michael Rapaport?
Go and look when that shadow's there, bro. You go over there. You go and have a little dance with him. You go in there. When you don't come out, I'll just be like, "Good for you, mate."
I've danced with the devil in the pale moonlight.
Yeah, good for you.
Come on, man. Movie quotes. Do you know who Michael Rapaport is?
Yeah, of course I do, mate. Deep Blue Sea and Prison Break. And he likes his hip hop, but he's a bit of an idiot. Yeah, him. Of course, yeah. It's muted, my end.
What? You couldn't hear
I
that?
can't hear it.
Son of a whore.
Didn't work out too well for you, did it?
No.
What did he say? He loves Film Trigger.
Yeah, that's it. You guys, and you missed it. You missed it. All right, I can share. There, I got you now. He's going on a rant here. Now he promoted this as a let's see. Promoted some asshole threw a snowball at me while I was in the middle of my rant. Does anyone know who this is? I'm very upset by this.
This is going to be great. This is going to be great.
You know, this whole crap with this cancel culture and the...
Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear it.
Fucker.
You've been
that's
talking
Bill
all
Burr.
fucking week. You don't care what you have to say. Just stop talking.
You got me right in my fucking head, asshole.
Stop.
Damn it.
That's Bill Burr.
But,
You want me to play
wait,
it
did
again?
that really happen?
That was Bill Burr, man. Did you hear the voice of the guy who threw it?
Yeah, but is that like a real video? Or is that a joke?
No,
Yeah, this whole-
no. This is like me and you
Whole
clowning
crap
around.
with this cancel culture and the...
Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear it.
Fucker.
You've been talking all fucking week. You don't care what you have to say. Just stop
You
talking.
got me right in my fucking head, asshole.
Stop.
Damn it.
That's me and you. Whenever you come over to the States or I come there, this is me and you. We got to recreate that video.
Oh, that's a good one.
Dude, he's always
That's-
come up. He's always coming up with like crazy fucking videos, man. Yeah, what's another one he just did? He showed it the other week. Let's see if I can find it. Of a video where he God, the snowball one is just everywhere. He found somebody shoplifting.
I dread to think.
Let me see if I can
What did
find
you do?
it.
Take him to the side and tell him, have a go at him.
I can't remember the whole video, but God, I don't know how further down it is on this thing, but yeah, he was in the store and he finds somebody shoplifting. Let me see what all right, I don't want to spend all my time in the world trying to find this one. Wait, is this it?
He's crazy.
No, that's not it. Son of a whore. Tell us that joke you know, Ramon.
You always do this when you want to talk, when you want to hunt for something. I noticed that. He goes, tell us that joke you want to, while I do something.
Tell us
Tell us
one
that joke.
Well, you know where I got
Tell
that
us
from,
that-
don't you?
No.
Oh, here it is. I found it. It's from Batman Begins, dude.
Tell us that one joke you know.
Yeah, when he goes off to fight some crime or whatever, and he tells Alfred, he goes, tell him that one joke you know, and then he takes off. Here we go. This is it.
See?
Yo, I'm looking at this shit. This dude, this motherfucker. Yo, this dude is... I can't believe I'm seeing this shit. This motherfucker... Yo, this fucking guy just filled his 2 bags up with everything in Rite Aid right here on 80th and 1st Avenue. He's walking down the street like shit is Gucci. Look at me in my face like what's good. I was watching him the whole time. My man just went Christmas shopping in January. He had the condoms, the shampoo.
Wow.
Yo,
You know what's crazy about that is these laws, and I forget. I know that it's in California. I don't know if New York is one of those laws, but he walked right past the security guard where they have
Yeah, I
the
see
laws.
that. Yeah,
Where they have the laws, like if it's
don't
less than
understand
if it's less than $900, don't worry about it. See you later. If you're stealing less than $900,
I don't understand.
they're not going to prosecute
That's
you.
absolutely ridiculous.
It makes no sense.
That's ridiculous.
It makes no sense.
That's ridiculous. Land of the free and all that, right?
Yes, apparently. But if you owe $900 in taxes, they're coming after you.
So really, you
Jeez.
don't have to. You just go to the store and just get every week and just walk in and walk out.
Oh, you could, yeah, like in California and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Go
That's
in there.
stupid. That's just.
Yeah, it is. It is dumb. It makes no fucking sense. Why?
Trust me, if you did that anywhere here, even if it's an old lady in the shop, she'll be chasing you with a broom and smacking you with it. Like there's no messing around. Like
Well, you guys don't have
that's
a
just
gun.
mad.
You guys don't have a big gun issue over there. That's okay. Ramon,
Thank God.
are you looking? Are you eager to go, or can you stay for another chat?
Go for it.
I was gonna ask you, like, so here in the States, people are really, really, without lack of a better term, up in arms about, the gun issue and stuff like that. Like they feel like if their guns are taken away from them, that their rights are being taken away from them. Now, what point in time in the UK did they ban guns, and how did they go about doing that?
To be honest, I don't recall a time I don't know. I've never, to be honest, it sounds ignorant. I've never ever looked into it because it's never been a thing in my lifetime. So
Really? So this was like way before your lifetime.
I don't even think there was a time. Yeah, I don't know that. I don't think like for war and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's never been a thing in UK ban
I'm looking it up right now.
firearms. Yeah, I don't recall there was ever a time.
It says right here, 1997.
No, but that would have been banning of firearms in terms of people, like if you've got a farm or if you've got, and you have to, and they made the laws stricter, so it would only have been those people in the first place that had firearms, like like a farm, like for foxes or for. But there's
really?
never
Like,
been
so
a
you
time.
guys can't even.
You don't have gun. No. You can't. There ain't gun shops or nothing like that here. You can't go and buy a gun.
What about hunters?
Don't exist.
What about hunting?
Again, a lot of hunting has been banned. That's what I mean. So there's certain, I think certain people, if you've got a farm or if you've got a specific thing that you need a shotgun or a rifle for, you have to go through all these different avenues to get a license. But the people, that's what I'm saying, the people that do have a firearm legally have got to go through a lot of drama to get one. So, but we obviously do have illegal firearms, but that's, again, that will be criminals and drugs and stuff like that, but it's not as much of a problem. Like, for example, in my lifetime, I'm 40 years old. I've never in my lifetime seen a gun in England, ever. I've seen it, like, if you go hunt, like you just said, hunting or clay pigeon shooting, stuff like that. Yeah, you can go to a specific place for it, but I've never actually seen someone anywhere pull out a firearm in an argument or been at somewhere, oh, someone over there's got a gun. I've never, ever. So it's just not like that over here.
So, like, when it comes to like crime rates and things like this, how often are guns used in crimes, like in a regular like shoplifting or something like this?
I don't think, no, it's not. I don't know. It's not. I mean, it probably happens, but that's what I'm saying. It's not a regular occurrence. If you hear of a shooting or something in London, it's going to be gang related, or it's going to be, which again, majority of the times with stuff like that, it's knives. The biggest problem we have in the country is knives because there's not guns. So everyone goes, oh, look, there's stabbings. There's stabbings. And there is a lot of stabbings here, but that's because there isn't guns. If there was guns here, it would be guns doing it. And then more pedestrians will be getting killed. So it's a crazy one. No, it's a good topic. It is actually a good topic, and we've never really discussed it. But I'm glad we don't have guns here because I would have one. Of course I would. If everyone's got a gun, it's the same with over there. I think it's crazy you've all got guns, but that's the way of life. You've been born into that, so know that's just how it is. So if I'm going to go out in New York on my own and I'm out late one night, if I'm DJing or I'm in a club coming out at 2-3 in the morning on my own and I've got money on me and everything else, I'm going to have a gun because everyone else has got one. Whereas over here, it just isn't like that. It just isn't like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a gun store literally, like I can walk to it and be there in 5 minutes.
I don't like it. It's just, I don't like it, to be honest, but that's because it's funny, I think we had this chat on here or another one. I was talking to a girl from, where was she from? Houston, Texas, 4 or 5 years ago. We were going to get together and it never happened. Oh, well. But she was going to come over here and she says she was worried. She goes, well, if we're out in London and you take me out in London, what do you do about, like, if it's late night and someone pulls a gun? I'm like, that's never going to happen here. She goes, yeah, but what if we're walking somewhere quiet and it's, I said, that's just not, it just doesn't happen here. That don't exist. It don't, and she couldn't grasp it in her head that don't happen. You might have someone come up to
Especially
you
being
and
from
pull a knife.
Texas, and I'm not being like anti-Texas. Like I spent a lot of time in Texas. I grew up my younger childhood in Texas. Those people are their gun laws are the world to them.
Oh, right. Oh, I see. Okay. But you might have trouble. Again, it's. I think it's like anything, really. If you would probably know in the town or state, wherever you live, you'd know, right, I'm not going to walk around here on my own at 2 a.m. because something could happen. I think that's the same anywhere in London. If I go in central London, I know it's okay because it's tourists, it's packed, it's always busy, you've always got cars. If you
Yeah.
come a bit out of London, there's certain areas, there's a place called Mile End, Bethnal Green, coming back towards East London, there's certain places because it's a bit quieter, you're going to get a few, cats hanging around. So I'm not going to just consciously go, it's 2 a.m. on Saturday night going into Sunday morning, I'm going to walk down this. I just wouldn't, because you just know not to do it. So, but if I did do it and the trouble was to happen, it would either just be something with fists, it'd be a gang of people with fists or bottles or knives. It's not going to be firearms. So
it'd
but I
pretty
think
much it'd
that
be
wherever
pretty
you are
much
in
be
the
like
world.
an 80s montage of a fight. People walking up
Yeah.
with leather jackets, a baseball bat, look at you, wrong
Yeah,
place, wrong time, sweetheart,
Yeah. It would be knives. Someone would pull a knife. If you're going to get jumped or attacked, it's going to be a knife. It's not going to be. I have absolutely 0% fear of walking around the whole of London.
Yeah.
That someone would pull a gun at me. It's just not going to happen.
Interesting. Yeah, because that's definitely a fear here. I mean, of anything, any type, any sort, any building where there people congregate for any reason, a gun shooting can happen. That's something that we always have to think about. It's a lot of the reason why we took my son out of schools. Like when he's homeschooled now, because a lot of it had to do with those reasons. Specifically, the time when we pulled him out of school, there was gun shooting or shootings happening like all the time. Like they were happening every month here. And there was even a threat, though, the month that we pulled him out of school, there was a threat at his school. Nothing happened, nothing came of it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
see, the problem with that is well, not one of the many problems with that is that you have these children that grow up in these very privileged areas that think serious issues like that are funny. They don't realize that they've never been directly affected by serious issues, so they don't really see the or understand the consequences of them. So they'll make joke and false reports like, oh, I got a gun, trick these people. They don't understand the seriousness of them. They're just trying to be funny, and that's so you have. So how do you tell the difference between a false report and a real one? You can't. You got to treat them exactly the same. And my son's mom and we just got. I say my son Seth. Y'all know Seth. We just got exhausted. We're just like, okay, you know what? Pull him out. We got a lot of shit for it too. We got a lot of flack for pulling him out of school. Just from family members and a few friends. Like, what are you doing? Don't do that. You're ruining his education. I think he's a pretty well-rounded kid. And he doesn't live in constant. He doesn't live in constant fear of, like, oh man, hopefully I don't get shot at school today. So I don't know how I feel.
That's what I'm saying. It's a different world. I don't think you can ever truly stop it though over there because the guns are there. You've got 300 million people there. If you outlawed weapons, even if you outlawed weapons, you've got 300 million people. You're gonna have over 1 billion guns at least. 1 billion.
Well, not just
guns,
that, but then
pistols and.
You've only taken guns away from the law-abiding citizens. Like you haven't taken any guns away from the people who don't obey laws. They're not going to show up with a gun. All right, everybody down. Wait, the sign says no guns. Put the guns away, guys. We got to use the knives. All right, give us your money.
The only way something like that could stop realistically is it would have to be a countrywide. Like at the same time, everyone and literally door to door, and it's just impossible. That's what I'm saying. It's impossible.
We're not set up for that. We're not set up for that.
That's what I mean. It's impossible. It's
sort of thing.
It's impossible. And even then, by doing that, there's still going to be warehouses with hidden stuff for criminals. So that's what I'm saying. You can't. Whereas I'd rather have that over here. Whereas if there's criminals with guns, it's not nice that people are dying or whatever with gangs and that, but they're killing each other. I don't want to sound horrible, but it's not going through a mall, as you would call it. Like there's a gang fight and a woman's walking with her kid, or you know what I mean. We don't. It's very, very, very rare something like that would happen here, if at all. But we do have a serious problem with knives. Massive problem. Massive, massive, massive problem with like knives, because
So
kids want to
and
protect themselves in gangs. What are you going to do? I'm going to go and get a machete. So that's what they do.
yeah, there was that thing that happened quite a few years ago where the guy was walking around with the machete. I remember hearing
We
about
get that.
that.
That's the sort of stuff we get that sort of stuff happen.
But then
But
again,
at the same time, but at the same time, would I rather, if he's coming at me, would I rather have a geezer who's got a machete or an AK? Like, I'd go with the machete, bro. It's not nice, but
right.
I
Yeah,
can
but,
either
but
run at him and try and tackle him
the
or
distance in
or
which
leave.
you can be attacked is very minimal, as opposed to any sort of rifle or handgun.
And if you've got and if 5 people run at the geezer with a machete, you're going to take him down. Someone might die, but you're going to take him down. That's 1 death or 5 deaths. So
Yeah.
I'd go with. And I know it's an awful subject to be discussing. It's terrible, but I would still rather be knives. It's the lesser of 2 evils in terms of the damage you can do. I mean, you can do a lot of damage to one person with a knife, but if you're attacking someone and 10 people jump you, then that knife has been disabled. If I've got a flipping double barrel shotgun and a pistol, the chances are you're going to get everyone there. So
Yeah.
that's my education of it, and because I've never
Yeah, I just wanted
experienced the life
I
of
really
guns.
wanted your perspective on it, because for me, like, I feel like I agree with you. It can't happen here. It's just not going to happen. There's
Nah,
too many people
nah.
with guns. There's too many X factors. You can't control that. You can't do it.
It's
You
a,
know,
and that's a sad thing. I think that's a very, very sad situation for America, because for some people go, well, no, you don't. What are you talking about? I love my firearms, and
Mhm.
but that's because people have been born into that, and the same way as me. I've been born without it, so I don't know any different. The people there don't know any different. It's what you know. It's the life you know. So
Well, it's also very
um,
interesting that what I hear, the narrative that I hear is like, and this is very curious, that a lot of people, not everybody, but there's definitely a lot of people that their first go-to about, hey, the government's thinking about taking guns away, all this stuff, and people are like, oh, I'm not letting the government take my guns away. And then I've got nothing to defend myself from my government with. Like, the first thing they want to talk about is defending themselves from the government. Like they feel like if guns are
strange.
taken away, the government is going to be the first person.
It's crazy because mate, over here we wouldn't give a damn, mate. Like, if there was something like, if that was the excuse over here, and it's like weapons and guns or whatever, I wouldn't be concerned about that, because the British people, I think, if there's a problem with the government, we wouldn't have no problem with going up there with baseball bats, axes, and going. I'm saying, like, I know it sounds old school, but like, if there's a problem, like a general problem in the country with a government here, I wouldn't be worried, because the British people don't take nonsense. We won't take, you know what I mean? We won't mess around. So
Yeah.
it's a difficult one though, because I'm saying all of this about guns, but if it was the case that it suddenly became legal here, or they changed it, you could have small firearms, probably in time I would end up having to have one, because I'd have to, because I know everyone else is carrying. And what if someone pulls a gun? That it's that same feeling.
Yeah,
What if someone pulls a gun on me?
I mean, it's kind of like that. Yeah.
I don't carry a knife. I could be on a train, London Underground train. Someone could pull a knife on me. I'd still fancy my chances of headbutting a geezer and elbowing him and putting his head through the glass, because that's just how I know. I know it's crazy. It sounds crazy, but
Well,
I
you're
would
also
rather
a
that
tall
than
dude, aren't
these-
you? Didn't I hear you say on one of your
about
streams you're like almost 6 foot tall?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're pretty tall.
yeah.
You're a lot taller than I imagined, because I'm only 5'9".
Yeah,
So,
about 6. Yeah, but I was probably not much in it.
yeah, you're about 4 inches taller.
But
than me.
here, but like, things happen here. Like, you do get crime. Don't get me wrong. There's times I've been out I am a big guy, but there's times I'm gonna, and I've got shaved head. And when you see someone with a shaved head, it kind of looks menacing, it looks mean. But I'll go places sometimes, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like I'm not saying that I worry, but there's certain areas when I'm walking down, I'm a bit my music comes out my ears, like, and I'm a
Yeah.
bit more cautious walking around. But um, but in general, I'm not. I think again, it goes to everything, man. You could go to France, you could go to Belgium, you can go to Italy. There's going to be places, areas, everyone in your own little town. There's always, oh yeah, you don't go there at night, or you don't hang around there because you get, it's a bit bad there. You don't go there at night. I think every area has that in every place in the world. So I don't know. It's a strange. It's strange, and I don't know. I don't really know the overall answer to it because I'm saying this, and you'll have people watching from America like, nah, fuck this guy. I want my shotgun. I want my pistol. I want my. So I don't know what the right answer is.
Yeah, neither do I. I mean, I'd say the best answer. I don't know that. Is there a restart button? Can we?
Yeah, if I could remove them, if I had a
Control Alt
choice, yeah,
Delete
if I
here?
had a choice, yeah, if I had a choice, I'd remove them from everywhere. If I had my own choice, if it was up to me, I'd have them removed from everywhere in America because the crime rate would drop significantly. It would stop a lot of no
Yeah. I mean,
disrespect, but
like guns are the Twitter of violence. Like once you're behind a gun, like you're. I feel like people just have like this imaginary shield over themselves. They feel like, oh, I can kill you from way over there or from way over here, and you're way over there. Like that's like a superpower. I'm a freaking god. Like that's I can shoot you without being or I can kill you and not be near you.
Because even my interpretation of what we see of as America, when you look at, I don't know the particular areas, but like if you've got ghettos and you've got like a high gang crime rate with like, you hear like a lot of like black on black crime and stuff like that. If you removed guns from the equation, it would turn to knives and axes and stuff like that. But it still wouldn't be, you wouldn't get half as many deaths as you do now.
Yeah,
And I know that's not,
or as many,
it's not
like, or as many civilian casualties.
Casualties. Yeah. And it's not no consolation because the whole thing is bad. You don't want that for anyone. I wouldn't want that for anyone, but I just see firearms are just so much more, they're just so much more dangerous. But that's why it's like it is here in London, because young guys get in gangs, same as they do anywhere in the world. You get into a bad crowd and you get into a gang. What are you going to do to protect yourself? Well, a bat or a knife, blade. There's no guns here, so I mean, you get the odd gun, but it's knives, and that's which is it's awful. It's terrible, but
yeah.
I'd still rather that than groups of kids walking around with pistols. No way, mate. I don't want that. There would be so much more death.
Fair enough, man. I just
Why
wanted
would
to
you?
I just
Yeah, like
wanted to pick
yeah,
your
like
brain about it. Like I just wanted to get your
because like if
an
someone goes,
outsider's perspective.
because if someone goes to rob a store over here, they're going to go in with a bat or a knife. It's up to the person behind the counter to pull out a baseball bat and chase them, or call the cops, or give in. If they walk in with a double-barrel shotgun and pull it out, it's all over. Like
I don't know.
Question.
There's some pretty good videos out there of of people because if guns are legal, guess who else also has a gun?
Yeah.
The shop owner.
Yeah. That freaks me out, mate. That scares me, man. I wouldn't want that at all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that at all. But I think it's a good subject to be brought up again another time when we're doing a thing with a lot of people.
Okay. Now, Ramon, in a world where guns are legal all around, here's a question: should non-violent felons be allowed to own a gun or get their gun rights back? Let's say, thank you, Tom. I appreciate you chiming in there. You're still listening. Thank you. Let us know how that movie is. So let's say you get wrapped up with the wrong crowd. You're doing something, and you get caught for doing something illegal, but it's a non-violent crime. let it be like a financial crime or something of this sort. Like I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head that's a non-violent crime. Like
What, fraud?
yeah, there you go. Thank you. Fraud.
All right, right. So I'll get done for fraud. I scam some money off someone. Right,
Yeah.
cool. I go to jail for it, and then I come out.
Right. So in America, that's a felony. You have a felony, and in
Yeah,
America,
right.
no
Okay.
felons are allowed to ever carry a weapon ever again. They're not allowed to own a weapon, and they're not allowed to have any sort of gun rights. As Tom is asking here,
What? So you're saying to me, wait a second. So every single criminal that comes out of prison is
Felon.
then illegal for them to
Felon.
own a. Oh, right. Okay, sorry. No,
Yeah,
but I mean, but that's what I'm asking you. So anyone that comes out of a prison in the United States,
every
not allowed to own
felon
a
that comes out,
firearm.
not everybody that comes out of a prison is a felon. So you have different degrees of degrees of crime here. You have misdemeanor, you have felonies, and I don't know all the names for them off the top of my head, but
I see.
there's different degrees of crime, and a felony is the highest degree. There's different in that there's different degrees. There's there's a
Right.
first degree, second degree, third degree. But once you get into the realm of being called a felon and you get tried for a felony and you get and they say guilty, no matter what your crime is, if you did fraud and you do your time and you come out of jail, you are not allowed to own a gun and you have absolutely zero gun rights. Do you think that's
the bizarre? It depends on the crime that you commit, I think.
Well, as I said, fraud. Let's just stick with fraud. Like a non, as he states it here, a non-violent felon. It was the crime that you committed had nothing to do with violence on another person.
That's a strange.
But
I
the
think that's
felony
is
a
odd
blanket
crime. That's
term.
an odd law. I mean,
yeah,
that's an odd law.
Yeah, them calling using this law over felons is a blanket term. It's a term used. Okay, well, if you're a felon, you can't have guns. It doesn't matter what degree you're a felon. If you're a felon for a violent crime, then that makes sense. If you're a felon for a non-violent crime in a country where guns are legal for anybody, I can go across the street and go buy one right now. But if you did a non-violent crime, should you be allowed to get your guns? Now, do you think, you say that's an odd thing, considering our climate here in America, but do you think that's do you think that should be lifted? Do you think non-violent criminals should be able to get their gun rights back?
I think it all depends on the crime that's. If you're saying it's non-violent, but
right, non-violent, yeah, that's it. That's the key word.
But non-violent, does it mean the actual act that took place was non-violent? Because you could say, does me robbing a store and I've got a pistol but I don't use it?
No, that would be a violent crime.
Right. So if I then, what if I scammed Nike store out of $10,000? I get done. That would be a felony. I come out. I don't see why I should be banned from owning a gun because I didn't commit a crime with a weapon. It don't make sense.
Right.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Exactly. It says right here.
It's a strange.
Oh, why is it? Hold on. Is that right? Non-violent crimes.
Non-violent.
It's just weird. They had the hyphen. They have a hyphen there.
Yeah.
Off. Non-violent crimes are defined as property, drug, and public order offenses which do not involve threat of harm or any actual attack upon a victim. So threat of harm, that's in there.
Right.
So even if you don't pull a trigger. Typically, the most frequently identified nonviolent crimes involve drug trafficking, drug possession, burglary. How does burglary end up in there? And larceny. How did that end up on that list? That's weird. I feel like being a burglar, that just the act of breaking into something is insinuating possible violence. But anyway,
that's kind of how I see it.
Right. Yeah. That's. I don't know. The laws.
I mean,
here
for those crimes there, for those crimes there though that are committed, drug trafficking and everything else, you would expect them to be holding anyway. So that's what I mean. It's a strange.
Right, and those were a few examples, But as you said, fraud, money laundering, things of this aspect that are also
I think
nonviolent
it's a
crimes.
strange. I see what I'm saying. It's a strange one because say I did that. Say I just said I did that with the Nike store, yeah, and I'll go. I don't know. 10 years, right? And I've scammed money out of them, $50,000. I get 10 years, and I come out.
And you're a felon.
My
You're
uncle
deemed
Bob.
a felon. Yes.
Yep. My uncle Bob's got a farm, and he's going to die of cancer. And he says, "Look, I've got a farm here. We've got 50 cows, 50 chickens, 50 this. I want to leave it to you because I want you to get your life on track." All right, cool. But we've got a problem with, I don't know what animals you bloody get
Coyotes.
problems with, badgers, foxes, coyotes. So then I've got to have a firearm to protect. So then I can't then get my life back on track, own a firearm to protect the business that I'm running.
Nope.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Can't do it.
That's what I'm saying. So in that,
you're
that
a felon,
context,
sir.
it doesn't make sense.
You,
to me.
sir, are a criminal,
does-
and you're paying for your crimes that were nonviolent.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
See, sir, that
That's a
right
bit of a
there is a
strange-
prime example of the weirdness that comes with some of the American laws here. They're so blanketed over many different terms that it affects some people that don't really fit, into a certain category.
Mm.
You have a
I still think the
non-violent. Sorry, go ahead.
I think the strangest law I think I've always thought of with America is what's your drinking law? 23.
I'm sorry.
No, buy Budweiser. How old you got to be to buy Budweiser?
Oh, 21. Yeah.
How old you got to be to buy a double barrel shotgun?
18.
That don't make sense to me at all. As a British person, that makes no sense.
Oh, it makes no
at all.
sense to us either. You can sign up to.
That's the one.
You can sign up for the military. You can sign up for the military, and go die for your country, but you can't buy beer or cigarettes for your health.
It doesn't make. That's one of the laws, the American laws, I've never truly understood. So I'm not allowed to sit with you having a barbecue. Hey, buddy, beer? Yeah, man. How's work? But we
hold
can.
on.
We can go out and
Actually, I think you can't purchase it, and I think there are some loopholes in the law. Don't quote me on. Don't please do not get your legal advice from Film Trigger for fuck's sake. But there is I believe there is some kind of loopholes. If you're underage, you can drink under the supervision of an adult, but that has to be your parent. It can't be you and your friends and your parent. You know what I mean?
One sec.
Yep.
My thing's gone off again. Sorry.
I was gonna
try again. Sorry.
I was gonna warn you about that. Every time I see you with those wireless headphones, I'm just put the wire ones on.
No, after cut the wires, they just go off.
No, I was saying I think there are loopholes in the law when you if you're underage, you can drink with a parent, I believe. But the parent, it has to be your parent. You can't bring your friends over, and then that parent also, is allowing the other kid. I don't think that doesn't work that way. But I do believe that if you have a child that's 17 years old and you give them a glass of champagne, I think I don't really know the rules on that one though. That I could be completely off base. I feel like I've heard that somewhere. Again, don't take your legal advice from Film Trigger. I mean, Jesus Christ. But what's it like over there for you? What's the laws for drinking, smoking, and
smoking is 16, drinking is 18.
Smoking is 16, drinking is 18. Yeah, that sounds fair.
Because you're at school, you leave school and you kind of you could start work at 16. It's well, you're old enough to sort of go to work, you should start, and then drink is just a couple of years later. So,
yeah, well, it used to be 18 for drinking here until I believe the 70s. And then in the 70s, they moved it up to 21. Same with smoking. It was smoking, you were able to be 18 until 2 years ago.
Oh, no,
until 2 years ago, it turned 21. 2 or 3 years ago.
It's gone up to 18 years smoking. Drinking is
yours has. Okay.
Yeah, it's gone up. Drinking age UK it should be 18 still. So 18 for smoking and drinking.
Do you think that really stopped anything? You think them putting up the smoking law from 16
I don't
to
think
18
I don't think smoking or drinking. I think everyone from about 14, 15 onwards is able to get access to that stuff and try it if they really want to. And I think everyone kind of does.
Especially in the world that we live in here in the US, like after the post, pandemic shutdown, it seems like everybody who's working, in retail, convenience stores, restaurants, not everybody, but a lot of people are really just phoning in their efforts. They don't give a fuck. They really just sitting there like, okay, yeah, here's your order. Like honestly, you could probably walk in there at 17 years old, put up, a 6-pack of Budweiser, and they'll be like, yeah, here you go. Let me see your ID. Let me check your ID, and they'll like not look at it. Yeah.
McLovin, yeah.
Oh yeah, like McLovin. It's actually funny. Not me. It was on my watch, but the person that was the cashier had been trained the correct way, so she got in trouble for it. But one of the restaurants, the Chipotle that we were talking about the other day, that I worked at, sells alcohol, and somebody ordered alcohol, and they have secret shoppers that come through there. And this is like police force. They go through the line with an underage person and see if you ID that person. And if you ID that person, if you sell it to them or not, because they are underage, and she lost her job for that. Like, that employee. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff, man.
Yes, it's strange. I think drink and alcohol, are less damaging, but I think, well, I know that they're not, but compared to like firearms and stuff, but I think 18 is kind of should be the global fair age. You're at the age to make that decision for yourself. I think, yeah.
Well, technically,
what I mean.
Now that I think about it, I think a rifle, a long barrel gun that you can use for hunting. I think you could be any age and have one. I think like 12 or something like that. Let me look that up.
Such a crazy world we live in. Such a crazy world.
See here. Wait, in the US. Or not, maybe not to own one, to use. Let me put that.
USA.
Well, here it says minimum age for gun possession, subject to limited exceptions. Federal law prohibits the possession of a handgun or handgun ammunition by any person. Yes, I didn't ask for handguns. I asked for rifles, you dumb fuck. Let's see. It says with some exceptions here, and I'm guessing those exceptions are, again, much like the alcohol. If you are with a parent and you're hunting, and you're in a, in an atmosphere designed for that, then you probably could handle a rifle at a much younger age than 18. So, but yeah, to own one and to buy one, you have to be 18, but to buy cigarettes and beer, you have to be 3 years older.
Madness, mate. Madness.
Well, do you know what's even crazier than that?
What?
How old do you have to be to rent a car in the UK?
I don't know. I think that's probably 18 as well.
25. You have to be 25 to be able to rent a car.
It's mental.
You have to be older to rent a car in America than you do than buying a gun. So
it's mental. It's mental.
All right, Ramon. I think we've talked shit enough here, man.
Yeah, I need to go and have some food, man. It's 7:30. I'm starving.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean. I meant
to man.
cut off earlier. All right. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining, and our first phone callers. Aaron White, who's already messaged me and said he had a lot of fun with his first phone call. To Court Tom, buddy, I'm glad it was you. I appreciate everybody listening in, and we will see you Sunday for Drive-By News at 12:30 p.m., maybe earlier. I don't know. We'll see. Eastern Standard Time. We're there every Sunday to talk about your weekly top entertainment news stories. See you guys then. Also, be sure to check out Ramon's channel, Hit or Miss TV, which is in the description below. Subscribe to his channel, follow his content. He's a wacky MFer. And until next time, stay trigger happy, my friends. Peace.